Gaurav Gogoi is the face and Rakibul Hassan is the base of Assam Congress town. Take a look.
My special guest today is Bhupen Bora. He was president of the Congress in Assam. He's one of the most recognized and credible faces of the Congress, mass leaders of the Congress in Assam. And just on the eve of the elections, he has decided to quit the party. The Congress has tried its very best to retain him because they know the impact of losing Bhupen Bora is going to be massive. But he has raised major issues leading up to his resignation. Mr. Bora, can you hear me? This is Arnab here.
Yes. Thank you.
So, Mr. Bora, first of all, I want to know where you stand right now, because the Congress has tried to keep you back. I'm told Rahul Gandhi also spoke to you. The other senior leaders of the Congress party tried to meet you after you said you were quitting to protect your self-respect. What is your present political situation? Where do you stand?
Actually, my family Congress connection is since 1926 during Pandu division in Assam. And last 32 years, from 1994, I am in Congress in various positions. And as on today, I am not a member of any political party. Definitely, Congress central leadership contacted me after my resignation. And I gave them only one question, that our two other senior leaders from Assam, one is Nagaon MP Podut Bodoloi, and another is our CLP leader Devobot Soiki. I authorized both of them that you discuss with Congress High Command. If you both leaders be convinced that my complaint, what I raised in my resignation letter, the party will not give me second chance to repeat the same complaint in the party platform. And if you two leaders will be convinced, then I am ready to withdraw my resignation. But I am very much sure that this Congress party is now, present PCC president is only the face of the party. And Dhuburi MP, who won by 10 lakhs vote, Rakibul is the base of the party now. So this is a matter of self-respect for us. And any dignified Assamese, any Assamese with dignity, cannot work under leadership of Rakibul in Assam Congress. Second thing, you know, on 9th February, there was a high-level meeting of Assam Congress in presence of AICC leader that Bhupen Bora will discuss and finalize the alliance. I was the founder of Assam Communal Monso. I organized 16 political parties under one umbrella. And you may know the story why I resigned from the Monso. But on 9th February, party authorized me that I will have to reorganize the alliance about seat sharing. And that was the decision of the party in presence of AICC leader. Second day at night, Gaurav Gogoi informed me that Rakibul Hassan will be also part of the discussion along with me. And immediately he announced in media that Bhupen Bora is misinforming to the media. He will not work alone. Rakibul Hassan will be also there. And all alliance partners are unhappy because this Rakibul Hassan is the man who formed alliance with AIUDF in 2021, because of which Congress party is now in this position.
Why is Gaurav Gogoi so dependent on Rakibul Hussain?
Because of Rakibul Hussain, he became president. And his next plan is, you have to wait for another 2-3 years. Next Lok Sabha, he will not contest from Jorhat, he will contest from Nagaon. So he needs Rakibul Hussain.
So you're basically saying you've been sidelined within the Congress party. So what did Rahul Gandhi tell you?
Rahul ji spoke to me and he knows everything, what is going on. I don't know ultimately what will happen, but not only me, all the leaders, those who are not ready to work under Rakibul Hussain, everybody will be one after another, everybody will be sidelined. And in entire Congress party now, you can ask anybody that all the Congress family now suffering in a mental infighting. That because party workers thinks that this is not APCC, this is APCCR. This is not the Congress where I joined. This is now Assam Pradesh Congress Committee Rakibul Hussain.
What is Rakibul Hussain's agenda for Assam? You have said that the Congress High Command does not know many things happening in Assam. What is his agenda? I am from Assam. I am from Borpeta. What is his agenda for Assam?
See, I know your father also. I know your uncle also. And we are very proud that one of the Assamese is now a glittering star in India. In 2016, why we lost power, there are so many reasons. But number one reason was rhino killing. And who was the forest minister for last 15 years during Congress government? Rakibul Hussain. In 2021, we lost election because Upper Assam, Assamese people rejected us. Why? Because there was an alliance with AIUDF. Who forged the alliance? Rakibul Hussain. Now, who collected signature against me? Because of whom I was compelled to resign from the alliance chairman, post of the alliance chairman. So he is whole and soul of the party now. So this is not possible for me to work under his leadership. When I was Youth Congress president in Assam in 1996, then he was NSUI president. So this man is now dictating. In the spokesperson conference of Assam PCC, you will be surprised to know there was a spokesperson conference when Gaurav Gogoi became president. That was the first spokesperson conference. Gaurav Gogoi instructed all PCC spokesperson that party narrative will be set by Rakibul Hussain. So if Rakibul Hussain will set the narrative of the party, now you can see, yesterday and day before yesterday, one AICC leader, Masood, I forget his name, from Uttar Pradesh, one Muslim leader, he is now observer for Upper Assam, along with Rakibul Hussain. In Dibrugarh and Tinsukia, you know the demography of Assam.
Yes.
So now, the communal leader, he is known for the UP riot. Now, he is observer for Dibrugarh, Jorhat, Shivsagar parliamentary area. So
but
they will decide.
Will that not alienate the Khati Ahomia vote? You know, the traditional Assamese speaking vote of Assam. Is Rakibul Hussain only interested in the Muslim vote? There is a feeling, and there has been an allegation that now the focus has only been on the Muslim vote.
That is very much visible in Assam now. Only Congress leadership may not know about this, but people of Assam understand what Congress is doing. Now, for 29. They are preparing for 3 seats, Dhuburi, Nagaon, and Karimganj. So Congress will be confined in these 3 areas. So how can we work under this situation?
So, as of now, the Congress has become a party primarily only for the Muslim population in Assam?
Wait for few more weeks. You will come to know, because today if I'll tell so many things, people will think that he is now resigned from Congress, so he is speaking. I think more thing will come to public domain that what actually Congress is doing. That PCC President's image, PCC President, depending on whom, who is working for the party in Upper Assam, who is observer for the party in Upper Assam, who will decide party ticket in Upper Assam. This will take another 10-15 days. Then what I am telling you today, that will be explained by hundreds of Congress leaders in front of you.
Are more people going to be leaving the Congress in this situation?
I can tell you one thing only. There are more than 700 applicants in the Assam Congress now. And minimum 600 candidates till today. They did not get appointment from PCC President to meet him. This is the situation. Everybody will have to meet Rakibul Hussain. So, the self-respect and dignity is somebody's in mind and somebody's in heart, and very soon it will be outburst.
Himanto Biswa Sharma said that you are the last Hindu leader. You are the last Hindu leader in the Congress without a political dynasty background. You are also going to be meeting him. He is coming to your house this evening, I am told.
Yes.
What is your communication with the Chief Minister?
Actually, day before yesterday, after my resignation, first time from BJP, no, he is not BJP man, one of the senior journalists from Assam, he contacted me. You can ask Chief Minister also. I resigned with a hope that my party leader will listen to me, party leader will discuss with me, and party leader will solve the problem of the Congress party. But party leader asked me to withdraw the resignation, but not discuss the matter I raised in my resignation letter. And in the meantime, one of the senior journalists from Assam, he met me last night, and he informed me that CM want to visit my house. I said that at present I am not a member of any political party. Almost all the political party leaders visited me, we discussed so many things. And Chief Minister of Assam, this is not a post. This is the authority of the state. This is a constitutional position. So if CM will visit my house, definitely it will be honor for me.
So last question, Mr. Bora. As of today, what do you foresee the results of the upcoming elections in Assam in the present situation?
If Congress party will think after my resignation what to do, and if will correct their course of action, then they may become the opposition party in Assam. They will get the recognition of the opposition party in Assam. If Gaurav Gogoi will continue as a face of the party and Rakibul Hussain will continue as a base of the party, I can give you guarantee that the recognition of the opposition party inside assembly will be finished.
Is Gaurav a weak leader?
I will not. He is very strong in English and Hindi. I am very weak in English and Hindi.
You're saying he does not connect with the people. Like his father used to connect with the people. Like Tarun Gogoi connected with the people. You've seen Tarun Gogoi also. How would you compare him to his own father?
Tarun Gogoi ji came, Arnabji, you know, Tarun Gogoi ji came to politics first. He became ward commissioner in Jorhat town. So that was his beginning. He was lawyer in Guwahati, like Jorhat bar. So Tarun Gogoi politics started from ward commissioner level. Then two-term PCC president. And Gaurav Gogoi came to Assam politics in 2014 when his father was chief minister. And there was 4 cabinet ministers in Koliabor parliament. Then you will easily understand that how he won election. What was his contribution? 19 also he won under the guidance of his father. This election by the blessing of people of Jorhat. And the decision I have taken to break the alliance with ARDF, which was accepted by the people of Assam. So these reasons. So now next parliament election will be taken care of by Rakibul Hussain in Nagaon. So why should he work hard? Why should he connect with people? He is very safe.
What is your view on Gaurav Gogoi's this controversy about his Pakistan connection?
See, as for example, today in television, if you tell people that Bhupen Bora is a very good 10-time, people will not accept it. People will think that Arnab Goswami and Bhupen Bora has some different relation. But if you tell people through your channel that Bhupen Bora is not good because of this 10 connection, that people will discuss. So during Panchayat election, when Pahalgam issue was there, that time Chief Minister of Assam raised that Gaurav Gogoi is a Pakistani agent. We lost Panchayat election not only in Assam, in Titapur, in entire Jorhat parliament. We lost all the seats. And in entire public meeting of the Chief Minister, he raised only one issue. That Pahalgam, now we cannot tolerate Pakistani agent. I can arrest him. I am not arresting because people may be annoyed with me. That was only his speech. Entire Panchayat election, and we lost. So you can think now. You should have some assumption that what will be happen in next assembly election.
Well, you are a very seasoned political player. People will be watching very carefully your every next move. And ladies and gentlemen, I can only wrap this up by saying that if Bhupen Bora, who says he is non-aligned right now, if he goes with the BJP after his meeting with Himanta Biswa Sharma, then it is nothing less than the biggest tsunami in Assam politics. It will change the whole complexion of Assam politics and give the BJP a huge edge before the upcoming election campaign. And that combination of Himanta Biswa Sharma and Bhupen Bora will be an interesting one to watch. Mr. Bora, thank you for speaking to us, and we will be in touch. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Arnabji.
All right, a big breaking news coming in, ladies and gentlemen. The former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, who was also the captain of national teams in the World Cup in 1992, has received support from cricket fraternity as 14 former international captains signed a petition urging the Pakistani government and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif to ensure proper medical facilities for the 73-year-old who is currently in jail. Now, the letter comes amid reports of his deteriorating health. Remember, there have been reports after reports how Imran Khan has lost 80% of his vision. Now, this is a big breaking as all the international players, so many international, 14 ex-captains are coming together in a letter asking the Pakistani government. Right, so we have the letter signed by Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, All of these players have signed the letter. Remember, this also comes at a time when Pakistan has lost brutally to India in the T20 World Cup. But this comes as Imran Khan is in the Rawalpindi jail. Now, the letter says that Imran Khan's contributions to the game are universally admired. As captain, he led Pakistan to their historic 1992 Cricket World Cup victory, a triumph built on skill, resilience, leadership and sportsmanship that inspired generations across borders. So this is the letter which urges Pakistani government to ensure the health of the 73-year-old. Now, the letter also says that beyond cricket, Imran Khan served as Prime Minister of Pakistan as well, leading the nation during a challenging period. Regardless of political perspectives, he holds the honor of having been democratically elected to the highest office in the country. So this is what the letter says. Remember, Imran Khan is in jail since August 2023. Now, the letter also says that recent reports concerning his health, particularly the alarming deterioration of his vision while in custody and the conditions of his imprisonment over the past 2.5 years have caused a profound concern for the community. It further goes on to say that as fellow cricketers who understand the values of fair play, honor and respect that transcend the boundary rope, we believe that a person of Imran Khan's stature deserves to be treated with the dignity and basic human consideration. All right, I have with me Atul Vasan, former cricketer. Thank you so much, Mr. Vasan, for joining at this hour. This is a big news. All the cricketing captains are now coming together, urging the Pakistani government and the Prime Minister himself to ensure the health of Imran Khan. Comes amid a time when we are seeing reports how he has lost 80% of his vision. Your first thoughts, sir?
Yeah, I mean, this is such a sad topic and it's like a taboo. Even on TV shows, we are not supposed to talk about it. I don't care, and then when we were talking about India, Pakistan, how can you just not mention Imran Khan? And look at the state of Pakistani cricket. And that is why, and this is God's wrath on Pakistani cricket when they, I don't know what the politics is, but whatever it might be, you think they care about ex-captains from India writing about it, when nobody from Pakistan, nobody of Pakistan cricketing fraternity, they're great, are going on record because everybody is scared of the system, the regime and all that. So, this is a state of human rights. This is a state of things in this banana republic we call Pakistan. But nothing's going to happen. It's just going to create a story and we all feel the same. And, if the revolution has to happen, then it has to be from within Pakistan, which is actually going to work. No matter you can say or we can write letters and all till the cows come home, nothing's going to happen.
Atul Vasan, I would also like to understand, because we have our own differences with Pakistan as far as cricketing world is concerned. But this is the beauty of cricket, because Imran Khan is a cricketer first and then a politician. So, of course, because this letter is also signed by Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, 14 signatories are there to the letter. So this speaks a lot about India, that its posture vis-a-vis Pakistan's terrorism is concerned is different from what we are urging here to the Pakistani government about the humane treatment towards Imran Khan.
Well, how many of Pakistani former captains are the signatories? I mean, can you imagine if this is going to be a cricket initiative worldwide, then let all the cricketing nations in the world be signatories to it. But everybody knows that nothing's going to happen. It is a goodwill gesture. We all say, when we even the shows, we mention it. And, but we can't comment on the politics of that country. I don't know the micros of the legality of what is happening going on. But yes, prima facie, it looks very odd. And especially in the backdrop of how Pakistani team is being humiliated in the world of cricket.
Atul Vasan, you rightly pointed out that nothing can be seen, though we are seeing some sort of a relief by Pakistani Supreme Court, where it is said that Imran Khan can speak to his sons and they are also seeking for visas. All right.
वहाँ पे चालू देखिए, प्राइमा फेसी जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है उसके अकॉर्डिंग ये ड्रग्स आगे पंजाब जानी थी।
कोई लोकल सपोर्ट सर इसमें किसी की इन्वॉल्वमेंट सामने आई?
हमें बताया आपको, ये जो दोनों लोग अभी पकड़ाए हैं, इनके पास से एक फ़ोन भी रिकवर हुआ है जिसमें भी हमें कुछ आगे के हिंट मिले, और कुछ ऐसे शंकास्पद लोग जो कि यहाँ पे भी गुजरात में मूवमेंट कर रहे हैं, उन सब पे भी हमारी वॉच है। तो अगर कुछ आगे आएगा तो हम आपको इसमें फॉलोअप में बताएंगे। ये 203 पैकेट्स का टोटल वजन जो है वो उनके जो आप जानते हैं उसकी पैकिंग वगैरह होती है, तो पैकिंग मिला के 210 केजी होता है, अराउंड 203 केजी उसके अंदर केमिकल होना चाहिए। नहीं, जब तक केमिकल एस्टेब्लिश नहीं होता है उसके बाद में हम आपको प्राइस या उसके बारे में बता पाएंगे। अभी मैंने आपको बताया कि क्योंकि ये केस थोड़ा सा जल्दी बाहर आ गया था, तो अभी तक वो जो FSL की कार्रवाई है वो चालू हुई है, जैसे आएगा उसके बाद में हम आपको बता पाएंगे। Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So there you heard officials, Indian Coast Guard and Gujarat ATS intercepted speedboat with 203 kilogram crystalline drug-like substance. This was an overnight operation. That's what the authorities have said. That took place on 16th of February.
Amity has one of India's most advanced supercomputing facilities for AI research and teaching. Equipped with world-class facilities, the center drives interdisciplinary research and industry-academia collaboration, preparing students for disruptive AI technologies. Committed to India's global tech leap, Amity is proud to be the knowledge partner at India AI Impact Summit.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country's watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote.
Leader of opposition is not allowed to speak. Why don't no? Have you? I would like to know. Have you asked them? The government has given you questions to ask.
No, that's not.
Then it's fine. I'll answer them all.
Speaker is saying that yesterday what happened was disgraceful and shameful. What is your response?
What happened?
The way women MPs were in front of the treasury bench and tried
So,
to.
what nonsense is this?
Miss Gandhi Parliament will be stalled every day. Miss Gandhi Parliament will be stalled every day like this. Will the Parliament will be stalled every day like this? Will the Parliament be stalled every day like this?
Former Congress President of Assam Unit Bhupen Bora joins Arnab Goswami for an exclusive interview. "23-year-old Sahil run over by a brat in Delhi's Dwarka, accused of shooting reels in car just moments before this accident."
मैम, मैं ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकती। सिस्टम ये कह के नहीं भाग सकता कि ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है। ये सिस्टम इस चीज से नहीं बच सकता। आपकी बार नहीं, आज तक जो होता है मुझे नहीं पता। मेरे को ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए।
Sahil's mother fights for justice for her son, says rich man's reels, stunts, and the SUV killed her son. Unlicensed minor accused kills one, but bail is granted by Juvenile Justice Board, citing board examination. Outgoing Bangladesh advisor Muhammad Yunus provokes India, mentions 7 sisters in his last speech. Three inmates, including 2 Pakistanis, escaped juvenile home after attacking the cops in Jammu Kashmir's Arispura. Jammu Kashmir police now suspends 6 of the policemen. Good afternoon, viewers. You're watching Live and Breaking. I am Rakshita Mishra with you. Let's start with the breaking news coming in right now from Maharashtra. An express coach has caught fire in Maharashtra, Wardha. The incident occurred around 11 a.m. today while the train was traveling from Nagpur to Wardha. Unfortunately, no casualties have been reported. The fire broke out in the last guard coach and the train was immediately stopped on the Sindhi-Tuljapur section. This is the visual coming in from Wardha in Maharashtra. And this is the breaking news we are getting in right now. Try and get you more details. Satya Prakash joins us on the broadcast. Satya Prakash, हमें बताएं और जानकारी कैसे ये आग लगी?
देखिए, आग के लगने के कारणों की जांच किया जा रहा है। रेलवे डिपार्टमेंट जांच कर रहा है, लेकिन जो आग लगी कहीं कहीं बहुत भयंकर आग लगी थी जब जीटी एक्सप्रेस जो है नागपुर से वर्धा की तरफ जा रही थी और ये जो है दिल्ली से चेन्नई जाने वाली ट्रेन थी। उस समय आग लगी, 11 बजे तकरीबन आग लगी थी। जो पार्सल का डिब्बा था, पार्सल के डिब्बे में आग लगी, जो जनरल कोच के बोगी के बगल में ये आग लगी थी। तो कहीं न कहीं एक अच्छी बात है कि इस आग से कोई हताहत नहीं हुआ, कोई घायल नहीं हुआ, लेकिन जो आग लगी काफ़ी भयंकर आग लगी। और जब यात्रियों को ट्रेन रोका गया और यात्रियों कहीं कहीं ट्रेन से बोगी से बाहर आए, उसके बाद इस डिब्बे को अलग किया गया। तुरंत मौके पर फायर ब्रिगेड की टीम पहुंची और आग पर काबू पाया गया। लेकिन ये हादसा बड़ा होते होते बचा, क्योंकि जिस तरह से भयंकर आग लगी थी, पार्सल डिब्बे में आग लगी थी और ये वर्धा स्टेशन के आसपास ही गुजर रही थी, उसी समय ये हादसा हुआ। फिलहाल रेलवे डिपार्टमेंट जांच कर रहा है कि आग किस वजह से लगी, इन कारणों की जांच किया जा रहा है। जी,
बहुत शुक्रिया जुड़ने के लिए सत्य प्रकाश, giving us those details of that footage. You can see the massive blaze, dramatic footage that has come in from Wardha of Maharashtra. Viewers, we will now shift our focus to other story that we're tracking for you. This is coming in from Karnataka. Tensions escalated in Chikmagaluru late last night after a series of alleged assaults and retaliatory stone pelting incidents in Vijaypura locality. Heavy police deployment followed as crowds gathered outside a police station and a hospital, triggering concerns over law and order. Here's the report.
Police say tensions began after youths allegedly pelted stones at several Hindu homes, including Sudha's residence. Locals claim such incidents had occurred over the past few days. 2 minors, Arshad and Hussain, were allegedly caught fleeing, assaulted, and later handed over to the police. Both are undergoing treatment at the district hospital. In a separate complaint, Hassan alleged he and his friend Afrad were attacked near Tilak Park by a group including Santosh Kotian and Sham. The complaint says they were beaten with hands, a bat and an iron rod, causing bleeding injuries and alleged death threats. Police are now examining whether both incidents are interconnected. Around midnight, hundreds gathered around the Basavanahalli police station and outside the hospital, heightening tensions. Police struggled for hours to disperse them. CCTV visuals reportedly show groups of youths running through the area during the disturbance. Police have registered cases from both sides and say action will follow after verifying evidence and footage. Security remains tightened in sensitive areas.
Now viewers, we shift our focus to another tragic accident that has taken place. This time we're talking about Sahil. For Sahil's mother, he was her whole world, and as she now says, she has raised her 23-year-old son single-handedly. But on the 3rd of February, Sahil was riding to his office near Dwarka, speeding Scorpio SUV, allegedly driven by a minor without license, veered into the opposite lane. And what's appalling is that he did this while attempting reckless stunts only for social media reels. The impact was devastating. Sahil never made it to work. He never came home. And here is a mother who's crying for justice. But in this case, justice has seemingly been tossed aside for the accused, who was arrested. He was granted interim bail. Why? Because he was a juvenile. The Juvenile Justice Board cited Class 10 board examinations as the primary reason for his temporary release. It's another hit and kill, ladies and gentlemen. It's another life lost.
मैं ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकती, सिस्टम ये कह के नहीं भाग सकता कि ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है। ये सिस्टम इस चीज से नहीं बच सकता, आपकी बार नहीं, आज तक जो होता है मुझे नहीं पता। मेरे को ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए, मुझे ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए। ये जानबूझ के अपने पैसे के दम पे क्राइम कर रहे हैं रोड पे, मुझे ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए। मैम मेरे को जस्टिस चाहिए मेरे बच्चे के लिए। मेरा बच्चा तो नहीं आ सकता कि चोर माँ का बच्चा नहीं जाना चाहिए। कोई और माँ अपने बच्चे की इतनी यंग एज में डेड बॉडी ना देख, कोई भी पेरेंट नहीं देखे। एक माँ के अंदर से एक टुकड़ा, दिल के अंदर से एक और दिल बनता है। 23 साल मैं अब जाके 2 साल बाद मैं अपने बेटे को बोलती थी, बेटा तू जाएगा ना, मैं अब रेस्ट करूंगी, अब मैं थक जाती हूँ, अब मेरे से इतनी भागदौड़ नहीं होती। साहिल तू जल्दी जा यहाँ से, बेटा तू अपनी सक्सेस स्टार्ट कर, तू जिस दिन यहाँ से जाएगा उसी दिन मेरी लाइफ की अचीवमेंट होगी। हम दिन गिन रहे थे, मेरा बेटा और मैं दिन गिन रहे थे, उसके जाने के दिन गिन रहे थे। ये बंदा मुझे चाहिए अंदर। दिस इज नो एक्सक्यूज। ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है। ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस भी गवर्नमेंट नहीं बनाया है ना, सिस्टम नहीं बनाया है ना, तो ये सिस्टम इसको चेंज करे और सबसे पहले इन्हीं से शुरुआत करे, इन्हीं से शुरुआत करे। ट्रांसपोर्टर होके अगर वो आज तक इलीगल काम करता आ रहा है तो उसको क्या लगता है कि वो अपने बिजनेस में जो मर्जी करता आ रहा है उसके बच्चे भी करेंगे, लोगों की जिंदगियों से खेलेंगे? इसका मतलब ये ट्रांसपोर्टर है और ये क्रिमिनल एक्टिविटी जो इसके बेटे ने करी है, ये क्रिमिनल मेंटालिटी इसके बाप की गाड़ियों ने भी बहुत सारे लोगों को उड़ाया होगा, इसलिए उसको पता होगा, इसलिए उसको पता होगा कि कुछ नहीं होता, इसीलिए उसने गाड़ी दे रखी है अपने बेटे को, इसीलिए दे रखी है गाड़ी क्योंकि उसको पता है कि कुछ होगा नहीं। लग्जरी के नाम पे, कंफर्ट के नाम पे, ट्रांसपोर्टर होने के नाते उसको मालूम है वो ऑलरेडी लॉस के साथ प्ले कर रहा है, इसीलिए उसने अपने बच्चे को गाड़ी दे रखी है। यही रीजन है कि उसने अपने बेटे को लग्जरी के नाम पे गाड़ी दे रखी है कि वो कुछ भी कर लेगा तो 2-4 हजार रुपए देके वो घर आ जाएगा। नॉट एक्सेप्टेड। वन फाइनल स्टेटमेंट, दिस लॉ, दिस ऑफेंस, दिस सिस्टम, दिस बेलेबल, ये सब आई डोंट एक्सेप्ट, आई डोंट एक्सेप्ट।
आपने हमें ये भी बताया कि आप जब वहाँ गई तो साहिल कई बहुत देर तक वहीं रोड पे थे, किसी ने मदद नहीं की या क्या हुआ, थोड़ा हमें बताइए।
मैम मैं बता चुकी हूँ ऑलरेडी, 2 घंटे तक मेरा बच्चा रोड पे था। किसी भी माँ बाप के लिए और माँ के लिए, माँ कैसे संवार के रखती है अपने बच्चों को। मेरे बच्चे के वीडियो देखो ना, मेरा बच्चा इतना इनोसेंट, इतना इनोसेंट बच्चा मेरा, उसकी रील्स देख के किसी को प्यार हो जाएगा उससे। इतना स्वीट बच्चा, हमारे मोहल्ले के गार्ड के भी पैर छूता था, इतना संस्कारी बच्चा था मेरा। देखो मेरा इतना स्वीट बच्चा, इतना स्वीट बच्चा मेरा। मैं इसको पूरी जिंदगी वीडियो में देखूंगी। मैंने इसलिए बोला था इसको कोई राक्षस उड़ा के चला जाए मेरे बच्चे को। उसने तो जिंदगी जीनी शुरू भी नहीं करी थी अभी। मेरा बच्चा, मैं अपने बच्चे को ऐसे देखूंगी।
और आपने ये भी बताया कि वो जब अक्यूज्ड है वो सिर्फ वो ही नहीं था, उसकी बहन भी थी उसके साथ कार में।
हाँ, दोनों बहन भाई निकले थे स्पीड वाली फन रील्स बनाने के लिए स्नैपचैट पे। उन्होंने वो स्नैपचैट पे बनाई है। ये भी हमें जो सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू जो उसने पोस्ट करे हैं और कमेंट्स मारे हैं तब हमें पता चला है ये उसकी खुद की बनाई हुई रील है। ये मेरा बच्चा ये हमारी लास्ट ईयर हम अपने किसी नोन की वेडिंग अटेंड करने गए थे। वहां पे मेरी लास्ट फोटो मेरे बेटे के साथ है। मेरा बच्चा इतना खुश था, पहली बार मुझे नहीं पता था दिस इज गोइंग टू बी माई लास्ट फोटो विद माई चाइल्ड। आई डिडंट नो दिस।
आप एक फाइनल अपील क्या है आपकी?
Look at the personality, the kind of grooming I have given to my child. और रोड पे कैसे लवारिसों की तरह पड़ा था।
One final appeal.
I want to appeal from the public, from the nation, from the system, from the judiciary. हर जगह से ये रईसजादों के लॉ चेंज करो। अपने रईसजादों को अपने घर में रखो उनको। ऐसी जगहों पे भेजो जहां उनको आवारागर्दी करने को मिले, बंजर जमीनों पे। वहां तफरिया करवाओ उनसे। हमारे बच्चों को बख्श दो। ऐसे क्रिमिनल्स को सोसाइटी में कैसे रहने दे रहे लोग? ऐसे लोगों को कैसे रखा हुआ है यहाँ पे? अभी तक क्यों? उसने जिस दिन सोसाइटी की खड़ी गाड़ियों में मारा था उस दिन सोसाइटी वालों को समझ में नहीं आया कि कोई बच्चा भी मर सकता है। वो कैसे रह रहे यहाँ पे? उसके बाप को अंदर करो। अभी अंदर करो। इतने दिनों से बाहर क्यों है? वो खुला सांड बाहर कुछ भी कर रहा है बैठ के। सिस्टम से खिलवाड़ कर रहा है, सिस्टम को मरोड़ तोड़ कर रहा है, इसलिए बाहर छोड़ा हुआ उसको। अंदर करो उसको। पब्लिक वांट टू सी हिम बिहाइंड बार्स। बाहर नहीं आना चाहिए। ये लॉ मैं एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती। 1 महीना 2 महीना 1 साल मैं एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती उसको भी पता चले। अपनी फैमिली से दूर होने का दर्द पता चलना चाहिए इनको भी दर्द होना चाहिए।
मानस, 3 तारीख की बात है ये, और एग्जैक्टली कहाँ पे ये हुआ है?
ये लाल बहादुर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट है, उसके जस्ट सामने वाले फ्रंट गेट वाली रोड पे हुआ है ये एक्सीडेंट।
तो क्या कार ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन से रॉन्ग साइड से आ रही थी कि दोनों साइड से आना अलाउड है?
देखो, है तो 2 लेन, ठीक है, 2 लेन है वो, लेकिन गाड़ी वाले की गलती ये है कि वो अपनी सोसाइटी के गेट से निकला है एंड ही वाज ड्राइविंग ऑन द राइट साइड ऑफ द लेन when he should have on the left side. Yeah. तो वो सामने से आ रहा है जहाँ से बस अपोजिट डायरेक्शन से आ रही है। बस को आता देखा है उसने, बहुत हाई स्पीड में था वो, जैसा कि हमने सीसीटीवी में देखा। अगर आप वो भी देखोगे तो 1 सेकंड में ऐसे गायब हुआ है वो सीसीटीवी के आगे से, जैसे हवाई जहाज उड़ा रहा हूँ। ठीक है, अब सामने बस आई है, बस के 2 मीटर पहले उसने कट मारा है, ठीक है, और उसके सामने बिल्कुल साहिल आ गया।
तो आप ऐसा बता रहे हो कि बस के साइड में साहिल चल रहा था?
हाँ जी, वो साहिल बस के पीछे चल रहा था। साहिल ने ओवरटेक करने के लिए राइट साइड देखा, ठीक है, राइट साइड में उसको गाड़ी दिखी नहीं। क्यों? क्योंकि वो तो दूसरी लेन में थी जो बस के सामने से आ रही है, ठीक है। अब गाड़ी वाले ने कट मारा है, उसने बाहर निकाली है। वो भी उस टाइम पे भी वो बहुत आराम से निकाल रहा था कि जस्ट इन केस कोई होगा तो मैं एटलीस्ट अंदर तो ले लूँ वापस, ठीक है। लेकिन अब वो गाड़ी वाले जिस स्पीड में था और जिस साइड से आ रहा था उसको दिखाई नहीं वो चीज़। उसके लिए अगर आप वीडियो में भी देखोगे ना, उसका सिर्फ एंड में ऐसे हाथ उठाए डर के, वो जो एक साइकोलॉजिकल वो होती है। हाँ जी, तो बस उसका हाथ उठाए और गाड़ी उसको ले गई साथ अपने। हाँ जी। उसके लिए बहुत वो था ना, सरप्राइजिंग था कि भाई अचानक से गाड़ी कहाँ से आ गई, और वो भी इतनी स्पीड में कि उसको अपने आप को बचाने को भी वो नहीं मिला। और अगर वो गाड़ी वाला खुद भी ब्रेक मारता ना, तब भी मेरे हिसाब से साहिल का बचना मुश्किल था, क्योंकि वो स्पीड ही इतनी थी।
तो मैम ने ये भी बताया हमें कि ऑलरेडी चालान थे बहुत सारे उस कार के ऊपर शायद।
इस चीज़ के लिए तो मतलब मेरे को भी नहीं पता इतना, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये थोड़ी इंटरनल चीज़ है। जो मेजरली अभी जो इस पे काम कर रहे हैं वो लॉयर्स और इसकी मम्मी जो है मेन, ठीक है। मैं इतना पूछता नहीं, मैं अपनी तरफ से जो है वो मैं अपना कर रहा हूँ।
कब इंटिमिडेट किया गया आपको इस बारे में?
जब मैं ऑफिस 3 फरवरी को ही बता दिया था मेरे को एक्सीडेंट के बारे में, लेकिन थोड़ा मेरे को लेट पता चला शाम को, क्योंकि मैं ऑफिस में था और उस टाइम आई डोंट पिकअप कॉल्स यूजुअली दोस्तों के। तो मैं घर आया हूँ, मैं खाना खा रहा था, मैंने एलन को मतलब उसका मिस्ड कॉल आ रखा था, मैंने उसको कॉल बैक किया, मैंने बोला भाई क्या हो गया, व्हाई वर यू कॉलिंग मी सो मेनी टाइम्स। तो उसने बोला कि भाई ऐसे साहिल के साथ ये हो गया। मैंने बोला भाई मजाक मत कर, ठीक है। पर उसने फिर मेरे को थोड़ा पुश किया कि हाँ भाई सीरियस है। मैंने उसको बोला भाई मैं तेरे को बता दूंगा अगर झूठ हुआ ये तो मैं गया हूँ वहाँ पे और मैंने एक्सीडेंट का सिनेरियो देखा है। तब मतलब सब कुछ साफ हो गया था, क्योंकि मैं बहुत लेट पहुंचा था, 12 बजे की बात है और मैं 6 बजे गया था वहाँ पे, पर दोस्त सारे वहीं पे थे मेरे। और जो मैंने वहाँ पे देखा कि जो रोड की कंक्रीट होती है ना, इट वाज लाइक मतलब पील्ड ऑफ ग्राउंड से। इतना बड़ा कॉलिजन था और इतनी स्पीड में गाड़ी थी कि हाँ R15 के तो 2 टुकड़े हो ही गए उसी टाइम पे गाड़ी से लगते ही। और सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये कि जो गाड़ी के अंदर बंदा है ना, उसको एक खरोच तक नहीं है और उसने 2 जिंदगियां बर्बाद कर दी। हाँ 2 लोग थे। अब जैसा कि उसने बताया FIR में जो लिखा हुआ है वो उसकी बहन थी। अब रेस्ट वी डोंट नो कि थी कौन एक्चुअली।
Viewers, we are here at Dwarka police station and we will show you the 3 vehicles which were involved in the Dwarka hit and run case. And there was this one SUV Scorpio involved which hit the bike on which Sahil was riding, Sahil, who unfortunately lost his life in this unfortunate incident. And also this is the cab which was also hit. After the initial impact, the SUV hit the stationary cab. Now let us show you one by one. First, we'll start with this SUV, Scorpio's SUV, which was the car that actually collided with the bike on which Sahil was on. We'll show you the front part of it. Now this is the Scorpio, this is the same SUV, the Scorpio that the police is saying, which hit Sahil, 23-year-old Sahil. The front portion of the vehicle, as you can see, has sustained extensive damage. The bonnet is crumpled inward and folded upwards. Now it indicates a strong frontal impact. Just you can only imagine the speed at which this Scorpio was being driven. The left headlight assembly is completely shattered, and their internal mechanical components are completely visible of the car. The windshield also shows there's considerable cracking on both the windshields. Now the damage is mostly concentrated on the frontal part of the Scorpio because that was the part that actually hit the bike. We will show you the next vehicle, which is the bike, the motorbike, which is visibly in a devastating condition. You can see the parts have come out, and that this is the same bike on which Sahil was riding. The motorcycle is completely mangled. The frame is twisted. The front part is separated. Their handlebars, you can see, there's completely dislodged. The wheel is detached from the bike. Now imagine the intensity, the speed at which the SUV was coming towards it. Now this was the same motorcycle on which 23-year-old Sahil was riding, and we are showing you. Now these are the 2 vehicles. Another vehicle that we'll move towards is the cab. Now this is the cab after the initial impact when the Scorpio hit the bike and Sahil riding on it. It then collided into this cab right here. This is the cab that you can see. It is in a torn condition that allegedly struck after the initial collision. Now the front part is extensively damaged. You can see the internal parts of the car. This is visible, and that too after the car was stationary. This cab was stationary. After this, we have also shown you in the CCTV footages the speed. You can only assume how speedy that SUV was, and the bonnet is bent. It is lifted upward. Now also we'll come to the back portion of the car. These are the 3 vehicles which were involved in that unfortunate accident where 23-year-old Sahil lost his life. He died on the spot. And there is another cab driver who was in the cab, in the 3rd cab that we showed you, currently in hospital. He's being treated. Medical reports underway.
All right, viewers, with that, we take a short break, but on the other side, we get you how Muhammad Yunus, the outgoing head of state, the government of Bangladesh, has now provoked India once again, mentions the 7 sisters in his last speech.
Republic, nation first. in association with Gallant, Nirman ka real hero.
Co-powered by UTI Mutual Fund. हक एक बेहतर जिंदगी का.
KYC अपडेट के लिए अनजान लिंक खोलना मतलब चोरों के लिए अपना दरवाजा खोलना. रुको, चेक किया लिंक सिक्योर है. सेंडर आपका बैंक है. फर्जी KYC अपडेट लिंक से बचिए.
झूठी जल्दबाजी में ना फंसिए.
RBI कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए.
Every dream is a journey. Every journey carries strength.
Come. Riya. Come. My daughter Riya is gonna be a pilot, right?
My little girl will be a fashion designer for sure.
Oh.
Whatever Riya becomes, LIC's Amrit Bal Children Policy will always be there for her. बड़े सपनों का रखे ख्याल.
मुझे बस 2-3 लाइन बोलनी है, उसमें सब पता लग जाएगा, बट वो बोलने नहीं दे रहे हैं.
But Mr. Gandhi, Narwane's statement has come out. He is saying that not even 1 inch of the land was given.
That's not the point here. Whether the land was taken or not, that's a different question. We'll come to that. I'm not. Let me speak. Let me speak.
But the book is not even published, Mr. Gandhi.
Let me speak. You're all defenders of the BJP.
No,
right?
not at all.
Yes, yes, yes. That's your agenda.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध. MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा.
हनी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं.
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा. रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना.
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं. रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ.
8 मिनट में तैयार.
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला.
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 World Cup जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है. खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए. हमने एक बड़ा सोच समझ के हमने स्टैंड लिया है और इस हवाले से हमें बांग्लादेश के साथ पूरी तरह खड़े होना चाहिए.
That's what he said 8 days back. Now he's changed his line 8 days later. Now he's saying that the government of Pakistan is now directing the Pakistan national team to play, to take the field on February 15th for the scheduled fixture against India in the T20 World Cup. Now, viewers, my point is, let the Pakistanis do what the hell they want to do. Who cares? But what is the BCCI doing? What is the ICC doing? What is Rajiv Shukla doing? What is this paid executive Sanjog Gupta doing? Why are we allowing Pakistan to do the U-turn? We should have never given them a long rope. We should have caught them and said, no, you said you're not playing, now you don't play. We should have embarrassed them. We should have made life hell for them. We should have reined in the Pakistanis. But no, you see, in our country, some people are so desperate, like Rajiv Shukla, so desperate to play cricket with Pakistan. Why, Rajiv Shukla, do you want to play cricket with Pakistan? You have no history of cricket.
प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला। MDH।
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is...
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Good afternoon, viewers. You're watching Live and Breaking. I'm Rakhita Mishra with you. It's another case of hit and kill. A mother is crying, fighting alone for justice for her 23-year-old son, Sahil, who lost his life because a brat who was a minor was behind the wheels of an SUV and was making reels while driving. We'll get you more on that, but first, the headlines.
Not only me, everybody will be one after another. Everybody will be sidelined. All the Congress family now suffering in a mental infighting.
Former Congress President Bhupen Bora joins Arnab Goswami for an exclusive interview. "23-year-old Sahil Dhaneshra run over by a minor brat in Delhi's Dwarka, accused was shooting reels in car moments before the hit and kill."
मैं ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकती। सिस्टम ये कह के नहीं भाग सकता कि ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है। ये सिस्टम इस चीज से नहीं बच सकता। आपकी बार नहीं, आज तक जो होता है मुझे नहीं पता। मेरे को ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए।
Sahil's mother fights for justice for her son, says rich man's reels stunts SUV killed him. Unlicensed minor accused kills one, but he's granted bail by Juvenile Justice Board for board examinations. Outgoing Bangladesh advisor to the government, Muhammad Yunus, provokes India, mentions 7 sisters in his last speech. 3 inmates, including 2 Pakistanis, escaped juvenile home after attacking cops in Jammu Kashmir's Arispora. Jammu Kashmir police have now suspended 6 cops. We have breaking news coming in right now after Ajit Pawar's nephew, Rohit Pawar, raised serious questions on the Baramati crash that involved in Ajit Pawar. AAIB now provides an update on the investigation into the Learjet 45 accident. The aircraft was equipped with 2 independent flight recorders. It says both recorders were exposed to intense heat for a prolonged period during the accident and sustained fire damage. The digital flight data recorder, DFTR, has been successfully downloaded at the AAIB Flight Recorder Laboratory. The cockpit voice recorder, CVR, manufactured by Honeywell, is undergoing detailed technical examination. Assistance has been sought from the accredited representative of the state of manufacture for specialized support in data retrieval. AAIB diligently following all prescribed technical and procedural protocols to ensure a comprehensive, objective and evidence-based investigation. The Bureau remains fully committed, it says in the release, to transparency. And it will further share information at the appropriate stage of the investigation. So this is the update by AAIB, saying both recorders were exposed to intense heat exposure. Harsha joins us on the broadcast for more. Harsha, amid Rohit Pawar's claims of a conspiracy behind the crash, we have now the AAIB who's saying that there was, it's citing now the recorders. If you could just explain what is the AAIB now trying to say here?
So, Rakshita, the incident happened on 26th of January 2026, and from that time to till now, the DFDR and CVR in the cockpit are of the utmost importance to know exactly what transpired, what happened, and what was the conversation in fact, because Rohit Pawar has clearly stated that this is more than an accident, this looks like a conspiracy, and he has been seeking evidence from AIB and DGCA since long, since after the incident. He has been stating that there are certain things which doesn't align with what AIB and DGCA has been stating. Now AIB has released the latest update and they are stating that DFDR and CVR, both important for the video and voice recording inside the cockpit, was severely damaged because of the prolonged heat because caused by the crash, and they have been sent to the state manufacturer to sort the retrieval data from both the devices, and this is what the update has been shared with AIB. But Rakshita, one thing we have to understand, that this was a crash which happened at the edge of the runway at Baramati airport. The AIB investigated the company, VSR company, which manufactured this Learjet 45. The owners went under the car, the owners ran away. They came out after later on. All the files and everything from the office were also, hidden by the officials. And also when they came, they shut down the office. But from that time to till now, there have been so many loopholes in the Lear 45 jet. Exactly, the manufacturing, the MEA, the maintenance and repairing sheet. In fact, a lot of questions were also raised on the pilot, who was the pilot in command of that Learjet 45. It was being stated that he has a drunken record since long. These are several questions raised by Rohit Pawar till now. But with the AIB latest update, one thing we know for well, that till now there has been no update evidence on what happened inside the cockpit. What was the last interaction between Shambhavi Pathak and between the main pilot Sumit Kapoor, what exactly happened, because it was stated that Ajit Pawar's watch was found in the cockpit, and also from that time to till now each and every dot is being linked, exactly what happened, why there was no visibility, then the aircraft didn't turn around, it tried to land at runway 11 while runway 29 was the much better runway. So there are several questions around the incident of this particular Learjet 45, in which Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Ajit Pawar, lost his life, and therefore AIB report holds of utmost importance. And more than that, what is of the utmost importance is the DFDR and CVR. Till the time the recordings will not be out, no one will get to know, Rakshita, exactly what happened inside the cockpit, what was the communication between the ATC and pilot in command. Did the pilot in command inform ATC of the visibility issue? Did the pilot in command spoke to the second pilot? Exactly, we should not land, we should do a roundabout. What exactly happened, we'll get to know more, Rakshita, with the final report of AIB, which will still take another 2-3 months till the time DFDR and CVR investigation and data is not retrieved. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Harsha, for joining us with those details coming in on the Baramati air crash. AIB now informing now of an update as the investigation continues. Now shifting focus, viewers, to other stories that we're tracking for. This is Bharat in a minute. A violent clash broke out between two groups of youths on Ferguson College Road in Pune, creating panic in the area. The incident occurred after the youths reportedly collided with each other, triggering the fight. Entire episode was caught on camera. Gujarat ATS intercepted a massive drug consignment from Pakistan, seizing 230 kilograms worth, crore rupees from 2 men in Porbandar. The duo, both Pakistani nationals, were apprehended from sea waters and are currently under custody for further investigation. 7 people seriously injured after a 60-foot tall chariot overturned during a festival in Vellore. The incident occurred while devotees were pulling the chariot as part of the temple celebrations. A day after Mahashivratri, authorities are investigating the cause of the incident. In Haryana, at least 22 people, including 5 children, have died in 15 days due to acute liver-related complications at the Chayansa village in Haryana's Palwal, with preliminary findings suggesting viral hepatitis and possible water contamination. The incident comes weeks after 16 people died due to water contamination in Madhya Pradesh's Indore last month that prompted an investigation by the health department. But lessons have not been learned, it seems. There is criminal negligence across states, ladies and gentlemen. This is a case coming in from Haryana. In fact, Public TV's ground report will show you more what has happened in this village. Investigation shows the black water, how it has been stored on ground. Take a look. In fact, cases from Dehradun, from Indore, and now Palwal. This is the state. Chayansa is a place in Palwal. And this is what has happened, viewers. There are deaths reported. And in fact, even the figures are also something that are not correct as what we understand. Republic ground report shows water not fit to drink for households. Republic spoke to the family of Huma, who lost her life in Chayansa village, Palwal, due to a liver infection.
पहले लड़की का दर्द उठा था पेट में हल्का सा जी, उसको हम डॉक्टर के वहाँ ले गए, उन्होंने दवाई दी, बोला ठीक है कोई दिक्कत नहीं, घर पे ले आए। फिर रात में लड़की की ज़्यादा तबीयत ख़राब होगी, फिर उसको हम ले गए लल्लड़ मेडिकल कॉलेज में, वहाँ दिखाया, उन्होंने देख के बोला कोई दिक्कत नहीं, ठीक है नॉर्मल है कोई, उन्होंने दवाई दे के भेज दिया घर। हम रास्ते में ही फिर हमने उसका करवाया अल्ट्रासाउंड, तो अल्ट्रासाउंड में उसको दिक्कत आई लीवर ख़राब होने की। फिर उसके बाद में फिर मेडिकल ले गए, उन्होंने फिर दाखिल किया, फिर ट्रीटमेंट चला, 2 दिन के बाद उसका इंतकाल हुआ है।
तो डॉक्टर्स ने क्या बोला था उस वक्त?
डॉक्टर बोल रहे हैं जो चीज़ 40 साल में ख़त्म ना हो वो 24 घंटे में कैसे ख़त्म हो रही है, हमारे समझ से परे है ये बात।
तो और रिपोर्ट्स में क्या आया? रिपोर्ट्स उन्होंने दी होंगी जब?
रिपोर्ट में तो बस उन्होंने बता दिया कि दिमाग के दौरे से उसकी मृत्यु हुई है।
तो डॉक्टर्स ने एडमिट नहीं करा था तब तक?
हाँ एडमिट, पहले एडमिट नहीं किया था, बाद में जब ज़्यादा दिक्कत हो गई जब एडमिट किया था।
तो दिक्कत होनी कब से शुरू हुई थी?
वो 30 तारीख से हुई थी। हाँ, और 3 तारीख में डेट हो गई।
सिर्फ 4 दिन के अंदर? तो जब 30 तारीख को आप पहली बार डॉक्टर के लेके गए थे तो उन्होंने एडमिट नहीं करा था?
नहीं करा था, उन्होंने बोला ठीक है नॉर्मल है कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, हल्का सा पी लिया है आराम हो जाएगा।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
और उसके बाद 3 तारीख को ज़्यादा तबीयत ख़राब हो गई थी?
उसके बाद पहली तारीख में ज़्यादा तबीयत ख़राब हो गई। पहली तारीख में फिर हम लल्लड़ ले गए उसको, फिर उन्होंने संडे थी उन्होंने एडमिट नहीं किया, बड़े डॉक्टर नहीं है आज कल लाना आप, तो हम उसको लड़की को वहाँ से लेकर आए। जैसे ही हमने अल्ट्रासाउंड करवाया प्राइवेट से, तो उन्होंने बताया कि लड़की की ज़्यादा दिक्कत है लीवर में, इसको आप हॉस्पिटल ले जाओ। जब उसको रिपोर्ट दिखाई, जब एडमिट किया था उन्होंने।
And Republic has been extensively coverage this story, viewers. We also spoke to the family of Dilshad, 24-year-old victim who lost his life due to liver infection in Chayansa.
जब दवा दे दी, जब नहीं उतरा, उल्टी भी दी, पलटी थी, पलटी उसको तो 2 दिन लिए और जांच नहीं आई। जांच तो ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि जो आदमी सीरियस है सुबह तहसील वहाँ लेके गए, तो वहाँ जांच कराई, उन डॉक्टरों ने जांच में लिख दिया तो आया था कि उसके पी लिया हो। इन्होंने जब दवा दे दी, जब नहीं उतरा, उल्टी भी दी, पलटी थी, पलटी उसको तो 2 दिन लिए और जांच नहीं आई। जांच तो ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि जो आदमी सीरियस है सुबह तहसील वहाँ लेके गए, तो वहाँ जांच कराई, उन डॉक्टरों ने जांच में लिख दिया तो आया था कि उसके पी लिया हो। इन्होंने जब दवा दे दी, जब नहीं उतरा, उल्टी भी दी, पलटी थी, पलटी उसको तो 2 दिन लिए और जांच नहीं आई। जांच तो ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि जो आदमी सीरियस है सुबह तहसील वहाँ लेके गए, तो वहाँ जांच कराई, उन डॉक्टरों ने जांच में लिख दिया तो आया था कि उसके पी लिया हो। इन्होंने जब दवा दे दी, जब नहीं उतरा, उल्टी भी दी, पलटी थी, पलटी उसको, तो 2 दिन लिए और जांच नहीं आई। जांच तो ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि जो आदमी सीरियस है सुबह तहसील वहाँ लेके गए, तो वहाँ जांच कराई उन डॉक्टरों ने, जांच में लिख दिया तो आया था उसके पी लिया हो।
And in fact, we also spoke to Saurav's family also, who is one of the victims. In fact, we'll just get you more interactions, more reports from Ground Zero. Okay, Saurav is joining us live on the broadcast from the village. We were getting in more ground reports for you. Just take a look.
अब्बू मेरी उस दिन ये हुआ था सर, मेरे बच्चे को बुखार हुआ था दोपहर में, लंच में दोपहर में बुखार हुआ था, तो कहने लगा कि अब्बू मेरी तबीयत थोड़ी डाउन सी हो रही है, बुखार हो रहा, मुझे दवाई दिला दो। उसको दवा दिला दी मैंने, शाम को उस दवाओं से उसको बुखार नहीं उतरा। रात में 1 घंटा 2 घंटा उसको उतरा, लेकिन फिर चढ़ गया उसे बुखार। उसके बाद में दूसरे दिन फिर हम उसको अपना जो या कस्बे की डॉक्टर हैं वहाँ लेके गए। उन्होंने उनको चेकअप कराया। चेकअप करने के बाद में उन्होंने रिपोर्ट दी कि उसको पीलिया हो गया। पीलिया होने के बाद में उन डॉक्टरों ने बोला कि भाई इसको लल्लड़ हॉस्पिटल है नूहू में, लल्लड़ हॉस्पिटल में हम लेके गए उसे। यहाँ से अपने पैरों से चल करके एम्बुलेंस में बैठा, वहाँ जा कर के एम्बुलेंस से खुद उतरा, वो बेड पे खुद तक आप खुद यानी कि अपने पैरों से चल के गया। और डॉक्टरों ने वहाँ पे जा कर के ऐसे इंजेक्शन लगाए। अब बेहतर समझा कि क्या लगाया क्या नहीं समझा। उसके 1 घंटे के बाद में होश ही नहीं आया उसे, और 48 घंटे के बाद में तो कह दिया उन्होंने कि भाई हम इस बच्चे को नहीं बचा पाए।
कितनी तारीख को तबीयत खराब हुई थी?
तबीयत हमारे बच्चे को 7 तारीख को ख़राब हुई थी। 7 तारीख को ख़राब हुई थी, यानी कि 8, 9, 10, 11 तारीख को दोपहर में 12 बजे उसको डेट हो गया।
तो रिपोर्ट्स कब तक आई थी?
रिपोर्ट उनकी रिपोर्ट नहीं आई सर। रिपोर्ट जो उन्होंने सैंपल दिए थे उनको जांच कराने के लिए 47 घंटे के बाद भी मैं गया था उस दुकान पे, जिन्होंने डॉक्टरों ने कहा था कि उसको फला दुकान पे दिखाओ, इसको रिपोर्ट आ जाएंगी, बढ़िया रिपोर्ट आएंगी। लेकिन सर बढ़िया रिपोर्ट 47 घंटे बाद भी नहीं आई थी उसकी। उसके बाद में हमारे बच्चे की डेट हो गई, हम गए नहीं उसके पास। हमारे क्या काम की फिर हो। तो ये होना चाहिए कम से कम 12 घंटे या 24 घंटे के बाद में अगर रिपोर्ट आ जाए तो कम से कम ये तो पता लग जाए कि ये बीमारी है, उसकी रोकथाम हो जाए। लेकिन वहाँ कोई सुविधा नहीं है। रात भर 50 कुत्ता घूमते हैं वहाँ। बच्चों यहाँ तक भी रिपोर्ट है कि बच्चों को भी ले जाते हैं। छोटा बच्चा 1 दिन का 2 दिन का बच्चे किसी औरत के साथ में, तो उसको भी ले जाते हैं। इतनी यानी कि वहाँ पे गंदगी है, और प्रशासन के द्वारा यानी कि उसकी सफाई और किसी उसकी रेख देख होनी चाहिए, जो बड़े हॉस्पिटल की होनी चाहिए। और वहाँ सीरियस जाते हैं, वहाँ गंदगी इतनी है कि वहाँ से और विटामिन फैलते हैं, लेकिन वहाँ ऐसी नहीं है जैसे होनी चाहिए हॉस्पिटल में।
तो यहाँ पे पानी की समस्या है?
पानी की बड़ी इसकी समस्या है सर। यहाँ के टैंकरों में, यहाँ कोई लाइन का पानी नहीं आता हमारे सुबह शाम। यहाँ टैंकरों में लोग बनवा रखे हैं मजबूरी में, और ट्रैक्टर के टैंकर से गरवाते हैं। उसमें पानी 1000-1200 रुपये का पानी डलता है सर। गरीब आदमी है, उस पानी को हम 1 महीना तक यूज करते हैं पानी पीने में। अब ये बताओ, बासी 1 महीना बासी पानी पीना स्वास्थ्य के लिए, स्वास्थ्य के लिए क्या यानी कि हानिकारक है या फ़ायदेमंद है?
अब एडमिट कराया था शाकिब को, और क्या हुआ था उसे?
उसको जी 1 दिन ही बुखार आया था, और उसको यहीं लोकल डॉक्टर पे दिखाया था। लोकल में टेस्ट वेस्ट करवा के उन्होंने बोले लल्लड़ ले जाओ मेडिकल में। वहाँ 24 घंटे में तो उसकी डेथ हो गई थी।
कौन सी तारीख को आपने उसे भर्ती कराया था? कौन सी तारीख को आपको पता चला?
में करा दिया था जी।
कौन सी में?
26 तारीख में, 26 जनवरी को।
और उसकी डेथ कब हुई थी?
उसको 27 में ही हो गई थी जी।
तो क्या शिकायत, क्या प्रॉब्लम हुई थी?
उसको 1 दिन बुखार आया, उसको पीलिया की शिकायत बताई थी, उसको लीवर में गड़बड़ बताई थी, बस इसी के कारण उसकी मौत हो गई थी।
तो उससे पहले कोई दिक्कत परेशानी थी उसे? कोई परेशानी
नहीं थी उससे पहले, कोई दिक्कत नहीं थी,
हेल्दी था
बस बिल्कुल एकदम बढ़िया।
तो यहाँ पे पानी का बहुत बड़ा इशू है, वो क्या इशू है?
एक तो जी यहाँ पे पानी पीने के लिए नहीं है, ट्रैक्टरों से लाते हैं, टैंकरों से, और बंद वो कुंडे बनवा रखे हैं, उनमें डालते हैं, उनको पीते हैं 15-15, 20-20 दिन तक उसी पानी को, और 1-1 महीना भी चल जाता है बुतेरों को। तो यही पानी की बहुत बड़ी दिक्कत है। और वैसे भी यहाँ जंगलों में भी जल भराव बहुत है, कोई पानी के लिए कोई रास्ता ही नहीं है।
तो यहाँ पे कोई वो म्यूनसिपैलिटी की पानी की लाइन नहीं है?
कोई लाइन नहीं है जी, लाइन है तो वो बंद पड़ी है।
अच्छा। हाँ। और आपने कभी कंप्लेंट करी जाके म्यूनसिपैलिटी में, यहाँ पे ऑफिशियल्स को, अधिकारियों को?
कंप्लेंट डाली थी जी गांव के औरों ने, काफी लोगों ने, सरपंच के पास है जी कंप्लेंट भी।
तो अब तक कोई एक्शन हुआ? कोई आया यहाँ देखने?
कोई नहीं आया देखने जी पानी के बारे में।
Saurav joins us live on the broadcast from Palwal. Saurav, clearly we see that there's been no lessons learned from what happened in Indore, and we wonder, of course, we fear that similar cases must be happening in many parts of the country. This is a case coming in from Palwal, close to Delhi. What have you discovered so far as this issue is concerned? And there is a cover-up also that is being pointed towards.
Yes, the authorities claim that there are 15 lives have been lost due to this water contamination. However, they are not even saying that this is water contamination. They are saying this is due to the hepatitis B and C, which occurs due to the unprotected physical relationships. However, the locals have claimed that there are 22 deaths in just past 15 days, including 5 children. And apart from this, there is a severe water crisis which persists in this Chaisa village of Palwal district in Haryana. There are no water supply from the authorities. There is no water pipes infrastructure in the village, and the villagers are forced to drink water from the taps, and that tap water is coming from a municipality line, and there is a water tank of around 15,000 foot deep, and in that it is full of black water which is contaminated, and that black water is going to the houses of the villagers and they are forced to drink that. However, the locals and the villagers who can pay hefty amount just to buy drinking water, like 1,500 rupees to afford a tanker, they can only drink clean water. But apart from that, drinking water and clean water is a luxury for these villagers. And due to this water contamination, the people who cannot afford to buy this water tanker, they directly drink from the taps, and that water is black, and that is coming from the water tank, and that black water is directly supplied to the villagers. And due to this water contamination, all this 22 people lost their life. And there is one more thing on the ground, that there is a public health center which is available for the villagers, and not just for the Chaisa villages, for 10 villages which are across this belt. But this public healthcare center is totally empty. There are no doctors. There are only 2 nursing staff available. When Republic spoke to these nursing staffs, they claimed that the doctors have went to the camps which have been set up by the authorities to screen the people after this major health crisis broke out. However, the locals have told us that there are no doctors on any occasion in this public health center, and they have to visit 25 kilometers to this Palwal hospital. But despite that, the water contamination is the biggest issue here, and 22 people have already lost their lives, and more people are sick. The locals have also told Republic that in every house a person is sick, and this number can go much higher in the coming days.
Absolutely. Well, many thanks, Saurav, for joining us with details coming in from ground. The Republic TV will continue to report from ground and keep a close eye on that story, viewers. Meanwhile, shift our focus to international stories now. Diplomatic efforts to revive negotiations over Iran's nuclear program are gaining momentum. Swiss Foreign Minister met his Omani counterpart as Oman prepares to host fresh US-Iran talks in Geneva now. The development comes amid renewed push by Donald Trump's administration to reach a deal limiting Iran's nuclear program. Here's more.
Talks are underway to operationalize a new round of US-Iran negotiations, with Oman playing a key mediating role. The Trump administration is seeking an agreement to curb Iran's nuclear activities and ensure Tehran does not develop nuclear weapons. Iran's deputy foreign minister has indicated Tehran may be open to compromise. However, Iran is pressing for relief from US-led international sanctions. Oman previously hosted indirect talks between Washington and Tehran earlier this month. Earlier negotiations collapsed last year after Israel launched a 12-day conflict with Iran, during which US forces struck Iranian nuclear sites. Diplomatic efforts are now being revived to prevent further escalation.
coming in right now is another case of killer hit and run. A late night hit and run incident has surfaced in Jaipur now. Two young men riding a scooter were killed after being hit by a car. Speeding car hit the two young men riding a scooter near Kanta intersection. You can see the CCTV footage of that hit and kill case. 23-year-old Mohit and 40-year-old Virendra died in the accident. Police at the accident West police station. Police at the West police station are searching for the car driver. So he's fled the scene, and now the video has emerged. Hina joins us on the broadcast for more. Hina, tell us more details about this hit and run case that's now emerged from Jaipur.
Yes, absolutely, Rakshita. This brutal Jaipur hit-and-run case comes on a day when Republic TV is focusing on Delhi's Dwarka hit-and-run case. Similar details in this case as well, where a Scorpio is involved. A Scorpio was driving at the Kanta intersection in Jaipur. When it was coming from one side and from the other side, we can see in the CCTV footage that is now on social media platforms, which shows how two men, one who was riding and another sitting pillion on the bike, were hit by the Scorpio SUV car. Now, what we are getting to know as per the latest is that the Scorpio driver is on the run, and police is in fact trying to nab the driver and in fact tracking all of the CCTV visuals that are available to them. But this comes at a time when Republic TV is focusing on Delhi's Dwarka hit-and-run case and how these sort of cases are coming to light back to back. In this particular case, two men, one was 23-year-old and another was 40 years old. Now, the 23-year-old was in fact a student, is what we're getting to know, and the 40-year-old he used to work at a medical shop, is what we're getting to know. Both of them, they lost their lives due to the injuries. Of course, we have the CCTV footage that clearly shows how intense the crash was, how the SUV rammed into the biker, and of course two of them were riding at the Kanta intersection. We have the CCTV footage as of now. We do not know how far the investigation has gone, but as per the latest, the police is trying to nab the driver who is on the run currently, is trying to track all the CCTV visuals to ensure that this case can be investigated as soon as possible right after the arrest of who was the driver, who was driving the SUV Scorpio. We do not know as of now, but we have the visuals that substantiate how the car in fact hit the bike. Now, what really went wrong there, we do not know. If the car was driving or just started to drive towards its destination, we do not know, but the CCTV shows clearly how there was a lack of proper following of the rules by the driver as well, who clearly could see the biker coming from the other side, but we do not know as to what went wrong, whether the driver was intoxicated or is there any other reason involved in this case. But police is investigating the case. Comes right at a time when Republic TV is focusing on Delhi's Dwarka case, where we saw how 23-year-old Sahil lost his life when a minor was driving the same car, Scorpio. Rakshita.
Right, many thanks, Hina, for joining us with these details on the Jaipur hit-and-run case. Now we will shift focus to other stories, but before that, time for a very, very short break. We'll be right back with more stories that we are tracking for you. We get you the case from Delhi's Dwarka, where the unlicensed minor accused kills one, but he's granted bail by Juvenile Justice Board, citing board examinations.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मम्मा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा,
Amity has one of India's most advanced supercomputing facilities for AI research and teaching. Equipped with world-class facilities, the center drives interdisciplinary research and industry-academia collaboration, preparing students for disruptive AI technologies. Committed to India's global tech leap, Amity is proud to be the knowledge partner at India AI Impact Summit.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मम्मा क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain.
Very good afternoon, viewers. You're watching Live and Breaking. I'm Rakshita Mishra with you. Let's get started with the top stories of the day that we're tracking for you.
Not only me, everybody will be one after another, everybody will be sidelined. All the Congress family now suffering in a mental infighting.
Former Congress President Bhupen Bora joins Arnab Goswami for an exclusive interview. "23-year-old Sahil Tanesha run over by a minor brat in Delhi's Dwarka. Accused was shooting reels in the car just moments before the hit and kill."
मैम, मैं ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकती। सिस्टम ये कह के नहीं भाग सकता कि ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है। ये सिस्टम इस चीज से नहीं बच सकता। आपकी बार नहीं, आज तक जो होता है मुझे नहीं पता। मेरे को ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए।
Sahil's mother fights for justice, says rich man's real stuns SUV killed her son. Unlicensed minor accused kills money but is granted bail by Juvenile Justice Board for board exams. Outgoing Bangladesh advisor Muhammad Yunus provokes India, mentions 7 sisters in his last speech. Three inmates, including 2 Pakistanis, escaped the juvenile home after attacking cops in Jammu Kashmir's Arispura. Police now suspend 6 cops. Ladies and gentlemen, for Sahil's mother, he was her whole world. And as she says, she raised her 23-year-old son single-handedly, alone. She's a single mother. And on the morning of 3rd of February, while Sahil was riding to his office near Dwarka. All right, we are cutting across to live, which was coming in as Prime Minister Narendra Modi meets French President Emmanuel Macron in the national capital at the Lok Bhavan. These are live visuals coming in from the national capital. Emmanuel Macron meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is, and he is, of course, the bilateral meeting is going to take place from AI to, from the AI summit. He's also set to visit the AI summit. He also a trade deal and defense deals that are on agenda. Okay, so we'll just get you more. He is in right now in the Lok Bhavan in Mumbai, what we understand. I stand corrected, he's in Mumbai right now. And my senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor joins us on the broadcast. Abhishek, while all eyes are on the deals that are on the table, tell us what is Macron's agenda for his India visit?
Well, you see, let's go to the deals a little later, Rakshita. Let's look at the pictures from Lok Bhavan in Mumbai, where Prime Minister is welcoming President Emmanuel Macron of France, who arrived last evening along with his wife, Brigitte Macron. And since then, we have seen pictures of him jogging on the Marine Drive, along the coastal road, at the church gate. I don't know whether he had a vada pav there. And then we have seen the French first couple visit the memorial at the Taj at the Gateway of India and pay their tributes or respects to the martyrs of the 26/11 terror attack. And that really speaks volumes of the thought that's really gone into this visit that's panning out in front of our eyes. Having said that, now the two leaders are at Lok Bhavan, where they would be closeted in a one-on-one meeting for a while, and then there would be delegation-level talks. Prime Minister has traveled with his team, and President Macron, of course, posted last evening before touchdown in Mumbai the team that he's traveling with, a high-powered business delegation. And so you can expect that the two sides would be discussing on a general review, essentially, of India's longest-standing strategic partnership anywhere in the world. 1998 is the time when India and France became strategic partners, and that's what, 28 years. President Macron was here in India in 2024. Last year, Prime Minister visited France and was in Paris and Marseille, and now President Macron is back in Mumbai and New Delhi. First time in Mumbai, and then, of course, he would be traveling to New Delhi tomorrow and participating in the AI Impact Summit. In fact, last year, India had co-chaired the AI Action Summit in Paris, and Prime Minister Modi was a special invitee, and so that courtesy being extended now. This is essentially the AI Summit getting clubbed with the bilateral engagements that happen between the two sides at the topmost level. Now, coming to the deals, but before that, so the delegation level talks, joint statement, press statement, and then there is an innovation dialogue that's going to take place. India and France are jointly launching Innovation Year, where the two sides would collaborate in various fields, science, technology, among them, and focus on collaborating on innovation projects. So that's going to be one event where the two leaders are going to be present. There is going to be a business forum meeting, and then one more engagement in the evening for President Macron before Prime Minister comes back to New Delhi tonight itself, and President Macron travels tomorrow, and then, of course, the AI Summit. So that's the engagements. Deals, remember, there is an already existing pipeline of MOUs and agreements that would be signed. The focus, of course, entirely, Rakshita, on the Rafale deal, which has been building up, and not just New Delhi and Paris. The world capitals would be watching if that deal really materializes. It's unlikely that it will be signed. Maybe there is statement of intent. Maybe there would be some discussions held and some movement forward agreed upon. But that's going to be a big one, because remember, India already has 36 Rafales with its Air Force, another 26 coming for the Navy, and this next tranche of Rafales pegged at 114, of which 18 would come in flyaway condition from the Dassault facility in France, and then rest would be built in India. So that's going to give a major boost to India's aerospace ecosystem so far as manufacturing is concerned. In fact, Prime Minister Modi and President Macron are going to jointly inaugurate an Airbus Tata facility outside of Bengaluru, remotely from Mumbai, that's going to manufacture Airbus helicopter 125. It's a very successful and famous helicopter, single-engine helicopter of the Airbus, and that's going to be manufactured now in India. and the final assembly line is ready, and the two leaders would be inaugurating that. So I think tremendous amount of defense and aerospace cooperation lined up in these, and we are seeing a build-up to that in these pictures with the one-on-one meeting that's going to take place. Must have started already, in fact, between PM Modi and President Macron, and then the delegation level talks. I think Rafale is going to be a big one, but whether it's going to be signed today itself, that remains to be seen.
Well, rightly pointed out there, all eyes will be on those deals that are on the agenda, from trade to, of course, as the defense deals, the potential, we're calling it potential deal, potential Rafale contract on the table that is expected this time around. At least the talks will be happening today, what we understand as far as the multi-billion-dollar Dassault Rafale fighter jet deal is concerned, and the others like the one Abhishek was mentioning. Ladies and gentlemen, we are closely tracking the visit of French President Emmanuel Macron. As you can see, the latest visuals that have come in from Mumbai, Lok Bhavan right now, where the Prime Minister is holding a meeting with there with Macron. And on the political front also, there is, Abhishek, this comes as very, very important, the visit coming in right after signing of the landmark FTA between India and the European Union. And after that, when this deal was concerned, this also, of course, this visit was confirmed. It shows that, India's strategic partnerships with the different countries and different powers is in the spotlight.
Well, 100%. And, the geopolitical backdrop is not going to be amiss. The fact that Europe is generally disillusioned with the US leadership under President Trump, and they have been pivoting or at least diversifying into other geographies in terms of managing those relationships. In fact, President Macron himself was in Beijing last month. He's in New Delhi and Mumbai this month. So we are seeing that discomfiture in Europe really translating into these kind of diplomatic engagements also. Not that the Indian engagement is anything to do with the American influence. It's independent. And as I said, this is the oldest strategic standing partnership that India has had with any nation in the world. So in that context, in that sense, this is a standalone important visit in terms of its geopolitical significance for New Delhi. But if you look at the overall dynamics at play in the present scheme of things, yes, FTA, and at about $20 billion, France is, I believe, the second largest trading partner within the European Union after Germany, and that really lends that much more heft to this bilateral engagement. If the Rafale deal gets finalized at 3 lakh plus crore rupees, already we have a tremendous amount of defense cooperation going. Rafale Marines coming in, 26 of them. IAF already having 36 of Rafales from 2016. And also, remember, it takes tremendous amount of political will for the Prime Minister's government, for the Modi government to really push ahead and go ahead with Rafales in the kind of, in the backdrop of the kind of politicization we had seen of the earlier Rafale deal. So I think that really shows the kind of transparency that's coming, the kind of confidence that's there in the Modi government about the overall hygiene of the Rafale deal, that not only that we have gone in for a second tranche of the naval version of Rafales, but the third tranche, a big one at 114 fighter jets, and that's going to lend real strong muscle to a struggling IAF insofar as its coordinate strength is concerned. Rafale, particularly the kind of weaponry they carry, the standoff weapons that they can carry, played a crucial role during the second half of Operation Sindoor, post May 6-7, and so it's a proven weapons capacity with which the fighter jets come, and that adds that much more heft to the already strong and very durable and enduring India-France relationship.
In fact, talking about defense cooperation between India and Russia, we've seen that there has been efforts from New Delhi also, Abhishek, to reduce its dependence to Russia as far as the defense cooperation is concerned. And we've seen that there has been a surge when it comes to defense deals with France, not just Rafale, but just see a case in point, the Safran deal, the French engine maker also now going to open an engine production, local engine production in India, also in Rafale deal. And similar such Make in India push, we've seen there has been support from the French engine maker in the recent past as well.
Well, absolutely. So, diplomacy is substantially about optics. And look at the optics. You have India building up that momentum to a Rafale deal as the French president is arriving, amidst a lot of pressure from the Americans and the Trump administration to go for F-35s, which obviously we are not. And then you have Brazil's President Lula da Silva coming in as a state guest during the AI summit. He's going to follow up his participation in the AI summit with a state visit. And that also really, because Lula does not get along at all with the President Trump. So the message there, apart from the fact that insofar as defense is concerned, Rakshita, and you are right, that while a tremendous amount of our war machine is of Russian vintage, the fact is they have not been able to really meet the contractual timelines, and S-400 is a classic example of that. Russians also have offered Su-57, the Sukhoi is 57, and those talks are already ongoing. So maybe our national security establishment has decided that insofar as our diversity of air platforms is concerned, or the platforms with the Air Force is concerned, we are sort of now going to in the post-MiG era, narrow down it to just maybe Rafales and Sukhois, because Sukhois, many of them are now, most of them are now actually built in India. And so if Rafale has also, or Dassault has promised that only 18 would come in a flyaway condition from France and the rest would be built in India, and there is a reasonable amount of technology transfer involved in the deal, then including Safran, I think we are looking at a good deal shaping up, irrespective of whether it's signed at this moment.
Right. Right.
Okay, let's go to the ground for a bit.
Yes.
Rakshita, I believe Meenakshi is joining us live from Mumbai.
Yes. Yes, Meenakshi is joining us from where the Prime Minister is meeting Macron. And Meenakshi, if you just tell us what's in store, what's the lineup like? We just got those visuals from outside Lok Bhavan. Tell us what's happening and what do we expect next? Meenakshi.
Yes, Abhishek and Rakshita, I'm outside now Taj Palace Hotel, and it's a historic day for India and France also. You can see here the Heritage Hotel, Taj Palace Hotel is beautifully decorated, and few minutes back, French President Emmanuel Macron left from this hotel, and he is now at Lok Bhavan, as we are getting live visuals from there, from Lok Bhavan. And here the atmosphere is charged. You can see my right side, if Sunny show these visuals of all Mumbaikas or peoples are waiting for the moment, and this is the visuals from outside the Taj Hotel. The atmosphere is charged up also, and you can see security arrangements are extremely tight here. Mumbai Police along with the security units have created multiple security parameters around the venue, and entry is restricted. If you can see at the left side of me, this is the main gate. Sunny, come here. This is the main gate where the inauguration process will be started in a short while. We know the France-India Year of Innovation 2026. From here, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron, they will inaugurate this event from here. this is the main
Absolutely,
gate.
yes, absolutely. We'll keep coming back to you, Meenakshi, for that. What's next in store? Abhishek, I'll go across to Abhishek back. I'll just go across to Abhishek now. Abhishek, well, you know, this is the fourth bilateral visit of President Macron. And if you could just shed some light as far as the bond between the two leaders are concerned. You know, there has been a lot of warmth and bonhomie, what we've seen in the past as well. If you could just shed some light on their relationship as well.
Well, you know, in diplomacy and particularly in the case of Prime Minister Modi, he has brought in this element of very energetic, personalized engagement that he has with world leaders. So we saw him, for example, reach the airport when the UAE Prime Minister had come last month. Similarly, we have seen him having that what's called diplomacy now, Rakshita.
Yeah.
And Prime Minister meeting President Macron also. Look at this. So it's on air, the diplomacy on display there. We have seen that when Prime Minister met President Putin, both in New Delhi and before that in Tianjin in China. So you are seeing that panning out here as well. And it's been reciprocated. So when Prime Minister traveled to France last year, President Macron accompanied him to Marseille, where India opened a consulate, and he made him co-chair the AI Action Summit, in which almost 100 countries had participated last year. Similarly, this time, Prime Minister has invited Emmanuel Macron, and you would see him occupying the center stage along with the Prime Minister and other world leaders in New Delhi tomorrow and afterwards. But what is important is, Rakshita, that this leg of Macron visit in Mumbai is about India-France, about strengthening the relationship further, about lending more substance to it, adding more substance to it, and muscle to it in a way. If the Rafale deal really gets signed, even if it does not, talks are going to happen. And then, of course, as it happens on these kind of occasions, when the delegation level talks happen, you would discuss some bit on the ongoing Europe war and India's position on it, and the French position on it, and what's happening in Gaza with the peace plan, how the two sides can collaborate. Remember, immediately after the AI summit, Prime Minister Modi is all set to travel to Jerusalem and be there on his Israel visit for 2 days. So I think a lot of give and take, exchange of thoughts and mind happens at these kind of talks. And as we speak, one-on-one meeting between the two leaders are going on. And after that, there would be delegation level talks. And then, of course, as I mentioned, the inauguration of an Airbus helicopter manufacturing facility, the final supply, the final manufacturing line of which has been completed and would be inaugurated by the two leaders.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting more pictures. Okay, we are getting pictures from inside. Let's cut to them. The delegation level talks have begun. On air now, yes, delegation level talks with the respective teams sitting there. You can see External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar, next to him National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, and Prime Minister's principal secretaries, and then the MEA team. So Prime Minister has traveled with his team to Mumbai, and French President, of course, with his team there, and talks going on. We will hear both the leaders make a joint statement after the talks are over. Should take about an hour. That's what is slated. Around 5 p.m. is when the joint statement is going to come in as per the MEA agenda or release that's coming. And after that, the two leaders would be going for the other business engagements, the business forum, the inauguration of the Airbus facility, and the launch of the India-France Year of Innovation as it is called. And so we are building up to that moment. Rakshita.
Absolutely. Live visuals coming in from the Lok Bhavan in Mumbai. Viewers, as Abhishek was pointing out, We expect that there will be a joint statement in a short while from now. Delegation level talks happening right now. We have Defence expert Major General G.D. Bakshi joining us on the broadcast. General Bakshi, while the French President is in India, it's his fourth bilateral visit, and this is, of course, all eyes are going to be the strategic partnership that is in fact building up between France and India. But focus will be on the big Rafale deal, a potential deal. We do not know if it will be signed today or not, but from Safran engine to the 114 Rafales, we see that how India and France are only strengthening their defense ties.
We are, as you very rightly said, expecting the mother of all deals to come through.
Yeah.
114 Rafales to be purchased at the cost of $40 billion, 3.60 lakh crore rupees. It is the biggest single defense deal in India's history. It will be in India history once it comes through, and it should, because the Acquisition Council, the Central Acquisition Council, has already okayed it. And so now, the acceptance of necessity has been given. So we are expecting that we will, get about 114 Rafales. Now there are 36 already with the Indian Air Force. There are another 26 coming to the Indian Navy. So a total of about 170 Rafales, which will be almost the second backbone of the Indian Air Force. 270 Sukhoi 30s and about 170 plus Rafales, almost close to 200 Rafales. That will be a real game changer. Now, Rafale is a 4.5 generation fighter, and the world is already, there are about 400 odd fifth generation fighters in China. They are saying that this number will go up to 1,000 by the 2030s. So, one school of thought is, why are we going in for 4.5 when the rest of the world is heading for fifth generation? The simple answer is that this is a niche requirement. You have to replace 6 to 7 squadrons of Jaguars and about 3 squadrons of Mirage 2000s. So for that you need a strike fighter, which the Rafale is. Rafale is combat tested. Rafale has been just recently combat tested in Operation Sindoor. We found it to be an excellent platform, and they are enabling manufacture in India. They haven't shared the source code, but they have agreed to integrate Indian weapons like the Astra and the BrahMos cruise missiles onto the Rafale. And the airframes are going to be manufactured by the Tatas, and the MRO facility is coming up in Hyderabad. So it is the one aircraft which is already fully integrated into the Indian Air Force, and it can, seamlessly sort of join squadron service at the fastest. You go on for any other aircraft, there'll be long period, you will have to select the aircraft, trials, this, that, and the rest of it. 20 years down the line, you may get it. But by then, it would be totally obsolete. So the fastest solution, most practical solution right now was the Rafale immediately, and we are going to get Rafale 4 and Rafale 5s also, the latest generations which are coming up. They are going to help us with the Safran engine, which should help our AMCA. But as I keep pointing out, the Rafale deal is a very good step in the right direction. But we still will need to go in for a stopgap measure in terms of the Su-57 stealth fighters, a couple of squadrons of them at least, because Pakistan is already sent its pilots to China for training on the J-35. And to that extent, it would be a big shock if the Pakistanis introduced the fifth generation fighter first into South Asia, even before we can get our hands on. The AMCA is a very good decision, but it could take up to 10 years.
Yes.
You can't afford to have a gap of 10 years with which the Air Force goes without fifth generation capabilities.
Yeah.
That is an impossible situation. We can't afford it. And therefore, I think, yes, we'll have to spend money. One is happy to see this government at last spending the big money that is needed to make India strong. Prepare
In
it
the
for
right
the
direction,
challenges which are
Bakshi.
already upon us.
Because tech transfer also becomes very, very important, what we do not get when we sign deals with the United States of America. Now we see that even Russia is trying to change that. We also expect that there could be a joint venture of manufacturing the Hammer missile, that has a multi-target strike power. That could also be in the works in this visit of President Macron. So you feel that, these are the steps in the right direction, and also the fact that New Delhi is looking to diversifying its defense cooperation, not relying only on US or Russia.
Yes, there was a time at which about 70% of our high-tech weaponry came from Russia.
Yeah.
So that was over-dependent on one particular source. So we decided to diversify, and we have. Today, Russia supplies just about 30%, right? And we had opened up to the Americans. We had bought the C-17 Globemaster, we bought the Poseidon maritime recce aircraft, some Apaches, etc., etc. But then, unfortunately, we got stabbed in the back as far as the GE 404 engines are concerned. We paid up $1 billion, cuffed out $1 billion, and we got just 2 bloody aircraft in over 2 years, till the Prime Minister himself had to call President Trump. And then we've gotten 5 more. We need 100. We've already signed the deal for another 200. I don't know. Actually, frankly, I hope we won't regret that deal, because trust between India and the United States has been destroyed. Yes, we've now had the trade deal. Hopefully, that would be a major step towards the rebuilding of trust. But that trust will take those scars will take a long time to heal. And as far as the F-35 is concerned, they don't want to give us the rights to manufacture it in India.
Yes.
No source code, nothing, not even spare parts.
Yes.
And then they have the kill switch. They can shut it off anytime that they want, and that's the end of our billions and billions of dollars. And then we'll have to change the entire electronic spectrum of ours to accommodate this thing, and then they will decide where it should be parked, where it should be, who we can use it against.
Indeed.
So that's why do we have to spend billions of dollars for that? So that was a no-go.
Right, I'm afraid I have to interrupt you there. General Bakshi, thank you so much for joining us on Republic TV. In fact, I would request you to please stay on. We will be right back, viewers, with a very, very short break, but we continue to talk about the agenda of President Emmanuel Macron as he continues, as it's day one of his visit to India.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला। MDH
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a...
Amity has one of India's most advanced supercomputing facilities for AI research and teaching. Equipped with world-class facilities, the center drives interdisciplinary research and industry-academia collaboration. preparing students for disruptive AI technologies, committed to India's global tech leap. Amity is proud to be the knowledge partner at India AI Impact Summit.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा, आर प्योर मसाला।
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Assam Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain one vote, neither I will lose one vote.
But you have said some amazing things.
Yes.
You said that you think that Gaurav Gogoi visited Pakistan on an invitation from the ISI. You have said he has gone there for specific training, and some specific training was given to him in Pakistan.
Arnab,
these are national security allegations,
yes,
sir.
Yes. Arnab.
All right, welcome back, friends. And for Sahil's mother, we are focusing on the story from Dwarka of New Delhi. Sahil was her whole world. As she says, she raised her 23-year-old son single-handedly. On the morning of February 3rd, while Sahil was riding to his office near Dwarka, a speeding Scorpio SUV, allegedly driven by a minor without a valid license, veered into the opposite lane. What's appalling is that he did this while attempting a reckless stunt for social media reels. The impact was devastating. Sahil never made it to the hospital. He never came home. Here, a mother cries for justice. But in this case, justice has seemingly been tossed aside for the accused, who was arrested but was granted interim bail. And why? The Juvenile Justice Board cited Class 10 board exams as the primary reason for his temporary release. Another hit and kill, another life lost. In fact, earlier we spoke to Sahil's mother at her residence in Dwarka. Listen to her distraught voice.
मैम, मैं ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकती. सिस्टम ये कह के नहीं भाग सकता कि ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है. ये सिस्टम इस चीज से नहीं बच सकता. आपकी बार नहीं, आज तक जो होता है मुझे नहीं पता. मेरे को ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए. मुझे ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए. ये जानबूझ के अपने पैसे के दम पे क्राइम कर रहे हैं रोड पे. मुझे ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए. मैम, मेरे को जस्टिस चाहिए मेरे बच्चे के लिए. मेरा बच्चा तो नहीं आ सकता कि चोर माँ का बच्चा नहीं जाना चाहिए. कोई और माँ अपने बच्चे की इतनी यंग एज में डेड बॉडी ना देख. कोई भी पेरेंट नहीं देखे. एक माँ के अंदर से एक टुकड़ा, दिल के अंदर से एक और दिल बनता है. 23 साल मैं अब जाके 2 साल बाद मैं अपने बेटे को बोलती थी, बेटा तू जाएगा ना, मैं अब रेस्ट करूंगी, अब मैं थक जाती हूँ, अब मेरे से इतनी भागदौड़ नहीं होती. साहिल तू जल्दी जा यहाँ से. बेटा तू अपनी सक्सेस स्टार्ट कर. तू जिस दिन यहाँ से जाएगा उसी दिन मेरी लाइफ की अचीवमेंट होगी. हम दिन गिन रहे थे, मेरा बेटा और मैं दिन गिन रहे थे, उसके जाने के दिन गिन रहे थे। ये बंदा मुझे चाहिए अंदर। दिस इज नो एक्सक्यूज। ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है। ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस भी गवर्नमेंट ने बनाया है ना, सिस्टम नहीं बनाया है ना, तो यही सिस्टम इसको चेंज करे और सबसे पहले इन्हीं से शुरुआत करे, इन्हीं से शुरुआत करे। ट्रांसपोर्टर होके अगर वो आज तक इलीगल काम करता आ रहा है तो उसको क्या लगता है कि वो अपने बिजनेस में जो मर्जी करता आ रहा है उसके बच्चे भी करेंगे, लोगों की जिंदगियों से खेलेंगे? इसका मतलब ये ट्रांसपोर्टर है और ये क्रिमिनल एक्टिविटी जो इसके बेटे ने करी है, ये क्रिमिनल मेंटालिटी, इसके बाप की गाड़ियों ने भी बहुत सारे लोगों को उड़ाया होगा, इसलिए उसको पता होगा, इसलिए उसको पता होगा कि कुछ नहीं होता, इसीलिए उसने गाड़ी दे रखी है अपने बेटे को, इसीलिए दे रखी है गाड़ी, क्योंकि उसको पता है कि कुछ होगा नहीं। लग्जरी के नाम पे, कंफर्ट के नाम पे, ट्रांसपोर्टर होने के नाते उसको मालूम है वो ऑलरेडी लॉस के साथ प्ले कर रहा है, इसीलिए उसने अपने बच्चे को गाड़ी दे रखी है। यही रीजन है कि उसने अपने बेटे को लग्जरी के नाम पे गाड़ी दे रखी है कि वो कुछ भी कर लेगा तो 2-4 हजार रुपए देके वो घर आ जाएगा। नॉट एक्सेप्टेड। वन फाइनल स्टेटमेंट, दिस लॉ, दिस ऑफेंस, दिस सिस्टम, दिस बेलेबल, ये सब आई डोंट एक्सेप्ट, आई डोंट एक्सेप्ट।
आपने हमें ये भी बताया कि आप जब वहाँ गई तो साहिल कई बहुत देर तक वहीं रोड पे थे, किसी ने मदद नहीं की या क्या हुआ, थोड़ा हमें बताइए।
मैम मैं बता चुकी हूँ ऑलरेडी, 2 घंटे तक मेरा बच्चा रोड पे था। किसी भी माँ बाप के लिए और माँ के लिए, माँ कैसे संभाल के रखती है अपने बच्चों को। मेरे बच्चे की वीडियो देखो ना।
Okay, we are getting a breaking news development on the 2 Pakistani juveniles who had escaped from a correction home last evening from Jammu, and now both the juveniles have been arrested by the Jammu and Kashmir police. They were arrested from Punjab in a joint operation between the JKP and the Punjab police, and the JKP is now of course seeking a transit remand of, or going to seek a transit remand of Sanaullah and Ehsan Anwar, the 2 Pakistani juveniles who had escaped from the correction facility in Jammu, and they had used a pistol and engaged with one of the attendants there. Look at this. They shot at the juvenile home attendant and escaped. They have been arrested now, and they had escaped from Araspura juvenile home last evening. Gursimran is joining us live for more on this. Gursimran, finally the 2 boys arrested. From where have they been arrested by the Jammu and Kashmir police, and what happens next?
Abhishek, the confirmation that we are getting from our sources in the Jammu and Kashmir police that the arrests have been made. We are told that it was this afternoon that arrest has been made. We have been constantly in touch with the teams that have been operating on the ground to nab these 2 Pakistani, because since yesterday the priority was Pakistani, because Jammu and Kashmir police say that they are well aware that where Karanjit Gaggu can go and Guga can go, and all his locations are also being raided. But Pakistanis continue to be their priority, and based on some specific intel input, they launched an operation with the Punjab police, though the location from where they have been apprehended is not being shared, but the sources are telling us that it is somewhere close to Ludhiana that they have been apprehended. Now the process is ongoing because we are yet 45 minutes to 5 in the evening. So Jammu and Kashmir police is trying to get their remand, transit remand, so that they can be brought back. And this is a larger conspiracy that the police is saying that they want to unravel, because it is not only about anything happening instantly, but this is a deep-rooted conspiracy which they want to work upon, and that's why these 2 Pakistanis, that is Sanaullah and Ehsan, their custody is of utmost importance to the Jammu and Kashmir police. We are told that an official handout will be released in a short while from now, only when the Jammu and Kashmir police will be getting the details regarding this transit remand being given to the J&K police. But this was a meticulously planned operation that was executed by J&K police, Punjab police, and also the help from the central agencies also sought very next moment when this incident was reported. Because if you remember, DGP was within an hour of this incident taking place. DGP Nalin Prabhat himself went to the spot and gave the clear-cut directions, not only for the suspension of 6 cops that were deployed there, but also to go all out to nab these 2 Pakistanis and 1 Karanjit Gugga, who is the local gangster. Now these 2 Pakistanis have been apprehended from Punjab by the Jammu and Kashmir police in an operation that they have carried out, and now the senior officials, including IGP Jammu Zone Bhim Sen Tuti and the Deputy Inspector General Shiv Kumar Sharma, along with SSP Jammu Joginder Singh, they are at the zonal police headquarters in Jammu, where in the future strategy and also the ongoing operation to nab Karanjit Gugga, along with his mother, who is also missing since yesterday after this incident took place, that operations are being monitored.
All right. Quickly, Gurusimran, are the 2 incidents connected? The escape of the juveniles and the escape of the gangster's mother?
Yes, Abhishek, this is what the Jammu and Kashmir police suspect, because the timing of the mother going missing, that too with all the doors of her house locked, and that police suspect that this is a part of a larger conspiracy, because hours prior to the escape, Gugga spoke to one lady over the call from the ESI, one of the ESI that was posted there. So was that lady the mother of Gugga? That is yet to be ascertained, because it was to an unknown number that call was made.
All right. Thank you, Gurusimran, with those details. And from Punjab, we go down south to Kerala, where another life is lost to what many are calling sheer negligence. In Thoddupuza, in the Idukki district of the state, a 27-year-old man fell into an unbarricaded pit dug for a roadside culvert and never came home. He was supposed to fly abroad the next morning. Today, as his family mourns, the larger question grows louder. How many more deaths will take place before the authorities really wake up? From Noida to Kerala.
A deadly fall, a life cut short. 27-year-old Chase Benny was riding home near Muthalakodam in Thiruvananthapuram on Monday night when his bike plunged into an open pit dug for culvert construction. No barricades, no warning signs. Chase, who had been working in Malta, was scheduled to return the next morning. Instead, he was rushed to a private hospital where the doctors declared him dead. Anger is mounting because this is not an isolated tragedy. It was just yesterday that in Noida, a 4-year-old boy drowned in an open temple pond. And just days earlier, again in Noida, tech professional Yuvraj Mehta lost his life when his car plunged into a water-filled pit. Then it was a 25-year-old Kamal Dhyani who died after falling into a 15-foot deep pit dug by the Delhi Jal Board on Joginder Singh Marg. And in Rohini's Sector 32, 32-year-old labourer Birju Kumar fell into an uncovered manhole, never to return home. Open pits, uncovered drains. From Kerala to the national capital, the pattern is chilling, and the questions are only mounting. Who is responsible, and how many more must pay the price?
All right, we're getting a breaking news development from Jharkhand, where video has emerged of a car tearing through a street with a man on the bonnet. Look at this. This is a picture coming in from Jharkhand. The visual is of a man who is pleading for sparing his life. He keeps, but the man inside keeps rolling the video as he hangs onto the life. In fact, this is the man outside making the video. Look at this. Let's listen to the cries of help that the man on the bonnet is making.
गिरेंगे तो क्या होगा? देखिए मेरे ऊपर गाड़ी चला दिया
जाएंगे मर जाएंगे, अरे मर जाएंगे, अरे मर जाएंगे रे, अरे मर जाएंगे, अरे मर जाएंगे रे, गिरेंगे तो क्या होगा? देखिए मेरे ऊपर बात क्या है? केस करेंगे, नहीं 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 नहीं, गिर जाएंगे, अरे गिर जाएंगे मर जाएंगे, अरे मर जाएंगे, अरे मर जाएंगे रे, अरे मर जाएंगे, अरे मर जाएंगे रे, गिरेंगे तो क्या होगा? देखिए मेरे ऊपर गाड़ी चला दिया।
All right, you hear that despair in the voice of the man. Hina joins us live from the newsroom. Hina, has the man survived? What was the story behind this bonnet act of this man? Was he hit and the man in the driver's seat in the car did not stop? What happened?
Absolutely, Abhishek. We are seeing the very disturbing and distressing visuals, which clearly shows how a man who was driving the car hit another man who was there on the road. Now, what really happened is, first of all, the man in the car struck the man, and the man actually got on the bonnet of the car. And he started to even demand some sort of a compensation as he hit him. But in that verbal spat, what really transpired is that the man who was driving the car, in fact, dragged on the man on the bonnet for kilometers. Now, we exactly do not know for how much distance the man was dragged on the bonnet of the car, but we can see very disturbing visuals coming, accessed by Republic TV, that clearly shows how the person was absolutely apathetic towards the man who was demanding compensation. This comes in Jharkhand's Ranchi. You can see the visuals on the screen that clearly shows how this approach the man took, maybe coming from a rich background or had some sort of a network and thought that he could get away from this wrongdoing. But the CCTV, the visuals that we are seeing, in fact, from the dash cam clearly shows how negligent he was in the incident.
Yeah, absolutely a case of negligence leading to that video. Thank you so much, Hina, for joining us. From one act of negligence in the case of an individual there in Ranchi to negligence of civic apathy scale. At least 22 people, including 5 children, have reportedly died in 15 days due to acute liver-related complications at Chainasa village in Haryana's Palwal, with preliminary findings suggesting viral hepatitis and possible water contamination. The incident, which comes weeks after 16 people died due to water contamination in Madhya Pradesh's Indore last month, has prompted an investigation by the health department. We are bringing to you a ground report from Palwal in Haryana.
पहले लड़की का दर्द उठा था पेट में हल्का सा जी, उसको हम डॉक्टर के वहाँ ले गए, उन्होंने दवाई दी, बोला ठीक है कोई दिक्कत नहीं, घर पे ले आए। फिर रात में लड़की की ज़्यादा तबीयत ख़राब होगी, फिर उसको हम ले गए लल्लड़ मेडिकल कॉलेज में, वहाँ दिखाया, उन्होंने देख के बोला कोई दिक्कत नहीं, ठीक है नॉर्मल है, कोई, उन्होंने दवाई दे के भेज दिया घर। हम रास्ते में ही फिर हमने उसका करवाया अल्ट्रासाउंड, तो अल्ट्रासाउंड में उसको दिक्कत आई लीवर ख़राब होने की। फिर उसके बाद में फिर मेडिकल ले गए, उन्होंने फिर दाखिल किया, फिर ट्रीटमेंट चला, 2 दिन के बाद उसका इंतकाल हुआ है।
तो डॉक्टर्स ने क्या बोला था उस वक्त?
डॉक्टर बोल रहे हैं जो चीज़ 40 साल में ख़त्म ना हो वो 24 घंटे में कैसे ख़त्म हो रही है, हमारे समझ से परे है ये बात।
तो और रिपोर्ट्स में क्या आया? रिपोर्ट्स उन्होंने दी होंगी जब?
रिपोर्ट में तो बस उन्होंने बता दिया कि दिमाग के दौरे से उसकी मृत्यु हुई है।
तो डॉक्टर ने एडमिट नहीं करा था तब तक?
हाँ एडमिट, पहले एडमिट नहीं किया था, बाद में जब ज़्यादा दिक्कत हो गई जब एडमिट किया था।
तो दिक्कत होनी कब से शुरू हुई थी?
वो 30 तारीख से हुई थी। हाँ, और 3 तारीख में डेट हो गई।
सिर्फ 4 दिन के अंदर? तो जब 30 तारीख को आप पहली बार डॉक्टर के लेके गए थे तो उन्होंने एडमिट नहीं करा था?
नहीं करा था, उन्होंने बोला ठीक है नॉर्मल है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, हल्का सा पी लिया है आराम हो जाएगा।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
और उसके बाद 3 तारीख को ज़्यादा तबीयत ख़राब हो गई थी?
उसके बाद पहली तारीख में ज़्यादा तबीयत ख़राब हो गई, पहली तारीख में फिर हम लल्लड़ ले गए उसको, फिर उन्होंने संडे थी उन्होंने एडमिट नहीं किया, बड़े डॉक्टर नहीं है आज कल लाना आप, तो हम उसको लड़की को वहाँ से लेकर आए। जैसे ही हमने अल्ट्रासाउंड करवाए प्राइवेट से, तो तो उन्होंने बताया कि लड़की की ज़्यादा दिक्कत है लीवर में, इसको आप हॉस्पिटल ले जाओ। जब उसको रिपोर्ट दिखाई, जब एडमिट किया था उन्होंने।
उस दिन ये हुआ था सर, मेरे बच्चे को बुखार हुआ था दोपहर में, लंच में दोपहर में बुखार हुआ था। तो कहने लगा कि अब्बू मेरी तबीयत थोड़ी डाउन सी हो रही है, बुखार हो रहा, मुझे दवाई दिला दो। उसको दवा दिला दी मैंने। शाम को उस दवाओं से उसको बुखार नहीं उतरा। रात में 1 घंटा 2 घंटा उसको उतरा, लेकिन फिर चढ़ गया उसे बुखार। उसके बाद में दूसरे दिन फिर हम उसको अपना जो या कस्बे की डॉक्टर हैं वहाँ लेके गए। उन्होंने उनको चेकअप कराया। चेकअप करने के बाद में उन्होंने रिपोर्ट दी कि उसको पीलिया हो गया। पीलिया होने के बाद में उन डॉक्टरों ने बोला कि भाई इसको लल्लड़ हॉस्पिटल है नूह में, लल्लड़ हॉस्पिटल में हम लेके गए उसे। यहाँ से अपने पैरों से चल करके एम्बुलेंस में बैठा, वहाँ जा कर के एम्बुलेंस से खुद उतरा, वो बेड पे खुद तक आप खुद यानी कि अपने पैरों से चल के गया। और डॉक्टरों ने वहाँ पे जा कर के ऐसे इंजेक्शन लगाए। अब बेहतर समझे कि क्या लगाया क्या नहीं समझा। उसके 1 घंटे के बाद में होश ही नहीं आया उसे, और 48 घंटे के बाद में तो कह दिया उन्होंने कि भाई हम इस बच्चे को नहीं बचा पाए।
कितनी तारीख को तबीयत खराब हुई थी?
तबीयत हमारे बच्चे को 7 तारीख को ख़राब हुई थी। 7 तारीख को ख़राब हुई थी, यानी कि 8, 9, 10, 11 तारीख को दोपहर में 12 बजे उसको डेट हो गया।
तो रिपोर्ट्स कब तक आई थी?
रिपोर्ट उनकी रिपोर्ट नहीं आई सर। रिपोर्ट जो उन्होंने सैंपल दिए थे उनको जांच कराने के लिए 47 घंटे के बाद भी मैं गया था उस दुकान पे, जिन्होंने डॉक्टरों ने कहा था कि उसको फला दुकान पे दिखाओ, इसको रिपोर्ट आ जाएंगी, बढ़िया रिपोर्ट आएंगी। लेकिन सर बढ़िया रिपोर्ट 47 घंटे बाद भी नहीं आई थी उसकी। उसके बाद में हमारे बच्चे की डेट हो गई, हम गए नहीं उसके पास। हमारे क्या काम की फिर वो। तो ये होना चाहिए कम से कम 12 घंटे या 24 घंटे के बाद में अगर रिपोर्ट आ जाए तो कम से कम ये तो पता लग जाए कि ये बीमारी है, उसकी रोकथाम हो जाए। लेकिन वहाँ कोई सुविधा नहीं है। रात भर 50 कुत्ता घूमते हैं वहाँ। बच्चों, यहाँ तक भी रिपोर्ट है कि बच्चों को भी ले जाते हैं। छोटा बच्चा 1 दिन का 2 दिन का बच्चे किसी औरत के साथ में, तो उसको भी ले जाते हैं। इतनी यानी कि वहाँ पे गंदगी है, और प्रशासन के द्वारा यानी कि उसकी सफाई और किसी उसकी रेख देख होनी चाहिए जो बड़े हॉस्पिटल की होनी चाहिए। और वहाँ सीरियस जाते हैं, वहाँ गंदगी इतनी है कि वहाँ से और विटामिन फैलते हैं, लेकिन वहाँ ऐसी नहीं है जैसे होनी चाहिए हॉस्पिटल में।
तो यहाँ पे पानी की समस्या है?
पानी की बड़ी इसकी समस्या है सर। यहाँ के टैंकरों में, यहाँ कोई लाइन का पानी नहीं आता हमारे सुबह शाम। यहाँ टैंकरों में लोग बनवा रखे हैं मजबूरी में, और ट्रैक्टर के टैंकर से गरवाते हैं। उसमें पानी 1000-1200 रुपये का पानी डलता है सर। गरीब आदमी है, उस पानी को हम 1 महीना तक यूज करते हैं पानी पीने में। अब ये बताओ, बासी 1 महीना बासी पानी पीना स्वास्थ्य के लिए, स्वास्थ्य के लिए क्या यानी कि हानिकारक है या फ़ायदेमंद है?
All right, Saurav, who was speaking to these villagers earlier, is live with us from Palwal. Saurav, it's clearly a case of non-availability of water contamination. How much of it is public supply and how much is private tanker model which is available there? And what are the villagers saying? Has there been any response from the administration? Have they taken note of this major health sanitation crisis?
See, Abhishek, we were since morning we were speaking to the locals and villagers here. They told us that there is no water supply from the municipality here, and there is just a tank, water tank, which is built by the municipality and from the funds of the sarpanch of the village. And all the municipal party water pipelines are connected to that only, and from that the water is being supplied to every household in this area. But we have opened the tank and we have seen that the water flowing in that water tank is contaminated. There is black water flowing in this water tank, and that water is only going to the houses of the people in this village. However, the administration claimed that there are only 7 people who died, and they are not dead due to this waterborne diseases like jaundice and others. They are dead due to the hepatitis B and C. However, the locals and villagers claimed that there are 22 deaths in the past 15 days in this village. But the administration is trying to cover this matter up. They do not wash their tank, the water tank, which is solely available for the villagers.
Right, Saurav. In fact, as Saurav is informing us, the administration is not willing to admit that this is a case of water contaminated related deaths, but that this could be because of hepatitis. That's what the Palwal administration is maintaining as of now, and we are going to keep close track of the developments there on the ground. But for now, moving on, slipping to a short break, but coming up on the other side, joint statements between India and France as Prime Minister Modi and President Macron finished their delegation-level talks at Lok Bhawan in Mumbai.
An entire lobby wanted to stall this project, 80,000 crore worth Car Nicobar project, which has finally been given the green signal by the NGT. Tonight on This Is Exclusive, we do a deep dive and tell you why this is of strategic importance.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल ये रंग दे ये खुशबू दे ये तीखा ये कम पड़े क्या निराला MDH मसाला
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जलजीरा मसाला
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 वर्ल्ड कप जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के खिलाफ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे.
French President Emmanuel Macron meets Prime Minister Modi in Mumbai's Lok Bhawan, hold bilateral talks, joint statement soon. After Indore water contamination cases reported in Haryana's Palwal, over 22 killed, health emergency declared.
Not only me, everybody will be one after another, everybody will be sidelined. All the Congress family now suffering in a mental infighting.
Former Congress President Bhupen Bora of Assam joins Arnab Goswami for an exclusive interview, says Gaurav Gogoi is not in charge. Rakibul Hasan controlling Congress in Assam. 23-year-old Sahil Dhaneshra run over by minor brat in Delhi's Dwarka, accused shot reels in car moments before accident.
मैम, मैं ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकती. सिस्टम ये कह के नहीं भाग सकता कि ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है. ये सिस्टम इस चीज से नहीं बच सकता. आपकी बार नहीं, आज तक जो होता है मुझे नहीं पता. मेरे को ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए.
Sahil's mother fights for justice for son, says rich man's reels, stunts and SUV killed her son. Unlicensed minor accused kills one but granted bail by Juvenile Justice Board citing board exams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for Sahil's mother, he was her whole world. As she says, she raised her 23-year-old son single-handedly. On the morning of February 3rd, however, while Sahil was riding to his office near Dwarka, a speeding Scorpio SUV, allegedly driven by a minor without a valid license, veered into the opposite lane. What's appalling is that he did this while attempting reckless stunts for social media reels. The impact was devastating. Sahil never made it to work. He never came home. Here, a mother cries for justice. But in this case, justice has seemingly been tossed aside for the accused who was arrested, was granted interim bail. And why? The Juvenile Justice Board cited Class 10 board exams as the primary reason for his temporary release. Another hit and kill, another life lost. Listen to her.
मैम, मैं ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकती। सिस्टम ये कह के नहीं भाग सकता कि ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है। ये सिस्टम इस चीज से नहीं बच सकता। आपकी बार नहीं, आज तक जो होता है मुझे नहीं पता। मेरे को ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए, मुझे ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए। ये जानबूझ के अपने पैसे के दम पे क्राइम कर रहे हैं रोड पे। मुझे ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए मैम। मेरे को जस्टिस चाहिए मेरे बच्चे के लिए। मेरा बच्चा तो नहीं आ सकता कि चोर माँ का बच्चा नहीं जाना चाहिए। कोई और माँ अपने बच्चे की इतनी यंग एज में डेड बॉडी ना देखे, कोई भी पेरेंट नहीं देखे। एक माँ के अंदर से एक टुकड़ा, दिल के अंदर से एक और दिल बनता है। 23 साल मैं अब जाके 2 साल बाद मैं अपने बेटे को बोलती थी, बेटा तू जाएगा ना, मैं अब रेस्ट करूंगी, अब मैं थक जाती हूँ, अब मेरे से इतनी भागदौड़ नहीं होती। साहिल तू जल्दी जा यहाँ से, बेटा तू अपनी सक्सेस स्टार्ट कर। तू जिस दिन यहाँ से जाएगा उसी दिन मेरी लाइफ की अचीवमेंट होगी। हम दिन गिन रहे थे, मेरा बेटा और मैं दिन गिन रहे थे, उसके जाने के दिन गिन रहे थे। ये बंदा मुझे चाहिए अंदर। दिस इज नो एक्सक्यूज। ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है। ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस भी गवर्नमेंट ने बनाया है ना, सिस्टम ने बनाया है ना, तो ये सिस्टम इसको चेंज करे और सबसे पहले इन्हीं से शुरुआत करे, इन्हीं से शुरुआत करे। ट्रांसपोर्टर होके अगर वो आज तक इलीगल काम करता आ रहा है तो उसको क्या लगता है कि वो अपने बिजनेस में जो मर्जी करता आ रहा है उसके बच्चे भी करेंगे, लोगों की जिंदगियों से खेलेंगे। इसका मतलब ये ट्रांसपोर्टर है और ये क्रिमिनल एक्टिविटी जो इसके बेटे ने करी है, ये क्रिमिनल मेंटालिटी इसके बाप की गाड़ियों ने भी बहुत सारे लोगों को उड़ाया होगा, इसलिए उसको पता होगा, इसलिए उसको पता होगा कि कुछ नहीं होता, इसीलिए उसने गाड़ी दे रखी है अपने बेटे को। इसीलिए दे रखी है गाड़ी क्योंकि उसको पता है कि कुछ होगा नहीं। लग्जरी के नाम पे, कंफर्ट के नाम पे, ट्रांसपोर्टर होने के नाते उसको मालूम है वो ऑलरेडी लॉस के साथ प्ले कर रहा है, इसीलिए उसने अपने बच्चे को गाड़ी दे रखी है। यही रीजन है कि उसने अपने बेटे को लग्जरी के नाम पे गाड़ी दे रखी है कि वो कुछ भी कर लेगा तो 2-4 हजार रुपए देके वो घर आ जाएगा। नॉट एक्सेप्टेड। वन फाइनल स्टेटमेंट, दिस लॉ, दिस ऑफेंस, दिस सिस्टम, दिस बेलेबल, ये सब आई डोंट एक्सेप्ट, आई डोंट एक्सेप्ट।
आपने हमें ये भी बताया कि आप जब वहाँ गई तो साहिल कई बहुत देर तक वहीं रोड पे थे, किसी ने मदद नहीं की या क्या हुआ, थोड़ा हमें बताइए।
मैम मैं बता चुकी हूँ ऑलरेडी, 2 घंटे तक मेरा बच्चा रोड पे था। किसी भी माँ बाप के लिए और माँ के लिए, माँ कैसे संभाल के रखती है अपने बच्चों को। मेरे बच्चे की वीडियो देखो ना, मेरा बच्चा इतना इनोसेंट, इतना इनोसेंट बच्चा मेरा, उसकी रील्स देख के किसी को प्यार हो जाएगा उससे। इतना स्वीट बच्चा, हमारे मोहल्ले के गार्ड के भी पैर छूता था, इतना संस्कारी बच्चा था मेरा। देखो मेरा इतना स्वीट बच्चा, इतना स्वीट बच्चा मेरा। इसको पूरी जिंदगी वीडियो में देखूंगी। मैंने इसलिए बोला था इसको कोई राक्षस उड़ा के चला जाए मेरे बच्चे को। उसने तो जिंदगी जीनी शुरू भी नहीं करी थी अभी। मेरा बच्चा, मैं अपने बच्चे को ऐसे देखूंगी।
और आपने ये भी बताया कि वो जब अक्यूज्ड है वो सिर्फ वो ही नहीं था, उसकी बहन भी थी उसके साथ कार में।
हाँ, दोनों बहन भाई निकले थे स्पीड वाली फन रील्स बनाने के लिए स्नैपचैट पे। उन्होंने वो स्नैपचैट पे बनाई है। ये भी हमें जो सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू जो उसने पोस्ट करे हैं और कमेंट्स मारे हैं तब हमें पता चला है ये उसकी खुद की बनाई हुई रील है। ये मेरा बच्चा ये हमारी लास्ट ईयर हम अपने किसी नॉन की वेडिंग अटेंड करने गए थे। वहां पे मेरी लास्ट फोटो मेरे बेटे के साथ है। मेरा बच्चा इतना खुश था पहली बार। मुझे नहीं पता था दिस इज गोइंग टू बी माय लास्ट फोटो विद माय चाइल्ड। आई डिडंट नो दिस।
आप एक फाइनल अपील क्या है आपकी?
Look at the personality, the kind of grooming I have given to my child. और रोड पे कैसे लवारिसों की तरह पड़ा था।
One final appeal.
I want to appeal from the public, from the nation, from the system, from the judiciary, हर जगह से ये रईसजादों के लॉ चेंज करो। अपने रईसजादों को अपने घर में रखो, उनको ऐसी जगहों पे भेजो जहां उनको हमारा गर्दी करने को मिले। बंजर जमीनों पे वहां तफरिया करवाओ उनसे। हमारे बच्चों को बख्श दो। ऐसे क्रिमिनल्स को सोसाइटी में कैसे रहने दे रहे लोग? ऐसे लोगों को कैसे रखा हुआ है यहाँ पे? अभी तक क्यों? उसने जिस दिन सोसाइटी की खड़ी गाड़ियों में मारा था उस दिन सोसाइटी वालों को समझ में नहीं आया कि कोई बच्चा भी मर सकता है। वो कैसे रह रहे हैं यहाँ पे? उसके बाप को अंदर करो, अभी अंदर करो। इतने दिनों से बाहर क्यों है वो खुला सांड बाहर कुछ भी कर रहा है बैठ के। सिस्टम से खिलवाड़ कर रहा है, सिस्टम को मरोड़ तोड़ कर रहा है, इसलिए बाहर छोड़ा हुआ उसको। अंदर करो उसको। पब्लिक वांट टू सी हिम बिहाइंड बार्स। बाहर नहीं आना चाहिए। ये लॉ मैं एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती। 1 महीना 2 महीना 1 साल मैं एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती उसको भी पता चले। अपनी फैमिली से दूर होने का दर्द पता चलना चाहिए इनको भी दर्द होना चाहिए।
मानस, 3 तारीख की बात है ये, और एग्जैक्टली कहाँ पे ये हुआ है?
ये लाल बहादुर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट है, उसके जस्ट सामने वाले फ्रंट गेट वाली रोड पे हुआ है ये एक्सीडेंट।
तो क्या कार ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन से रॉन्ग साइड से आ रही थी कि दोनों साइड से आना अलाउड है?
देखो, है तो 2 लेन, ठीक है, 2 लेन है वो, लेकिन गाड़ी वाले की गलती ये है कि वो अपनी सोसाइटी के गेट से निकला है एंड ही वाज ड्राइविंग ऑन द राइट साइड ऑफ द लेन व्हेन ही शुड हैव ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड। या तो वो सामने से आ रहा है जहाँ से बस अपोजिट डायरेक्शन से आ रही है। बस को आता देखा है उसने, बहुत हाई स्पीड में था वो, जैसा कि हमने सीसीटीवी में देखा। अगर आप वो भी देखोगे तो 1 सेकंड में ऐसे गायब हुआ है वो सीसीटीवी के आगे से, जैसे हवाई जहाज उड़ा रहा हूँ, ठीक है। अब सामने बस आई है, बस के 2 मीटर पहले उसने कट मारा है, ठीक है, और उसके सामने बिल्कुल साहिल आ गया।
आप ऐसा बता रहे हो कि बस के साइड में साहिल चल रहा था?
हाँ जी, वो साहिल बस के पीछे चल रहा था। साहिल ने ओवरटेक करने के लिए राइट साइड देखा, ठीक है, राइट साइड में उसको गाड़ी दिखी नहीं। क्यों? क्योंकि वो तो दूसरी लेन में थी जो बस के सामने से आ रही है, ठीक है। अब गाड़ी वाले ने कट मारा है, उसने बाहर निकाली है। वो भी उस टाइम पे भी वो बहुत आराम से निकाल रहा था कि जस्ट इन केस कोई होगा तो मैं एटलीस्ट अंदर तो ले लूँ वापस, ठीक है। लेकिन अब वो गाड़ी वाले जिस स्पीड में था और जिस साइड से आ रहा था उसको दिखा ही नहीं वो चीज़। उसके लिए अगर आप वीडियो में भी देखोगे ना, उसका सिर्फ एंड में ऐसे हाथ उठाए डर के, वो जो एक साइकोलॉजिकल वो होती है। हाँ जी, तो बस उसका हाथ उठाए और गाड़ी उसको लेके साथ अपने। हाँ जी। उसके लिए बहुत वो था ना, सरप्राइजिंग था कि भाई अचानक से गाड़ी कहाँ से आ गई, और वो भी इतनी स्पीड में कि उसको अपने आप को बचाने को भी वो नहीं मिला। और अगर वो गाड़ी वाला खुद भी ब्रेक मारता ना, तब भी मेरे हिसाब से साहिल का बचना मुश्किल था, क्योंकि वो स्पीड ही इतनी थी।
तो मैम ने ये भी बताया हमें कि ऑलरेडी चालान थे बहुत सारे उस कार के ऊपर शायद।
चीज़ के लिए तो मतलब मेरे को भी नहीं पता इतना, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये थोड़ी इंटरनल चीज़ है। जो मेजरली अभी जो इस पे काम कर रहे हैं वो लॉयर्स और इसकी मम्मी जो है मेन, ठीक है, मैं इतना पूछता नहीं, मैं अपनी तरफ से जो है वो मैं अपना कर रहा हूँ।
कब इंटिमिडेट किया गया आपको इस बारे में?
जब मैं ऑफिस 3 Feb को ही बता दिया था मेरे को एक्सीडेंट के बारे में, लेकिन थोड़ा मेरे को लेट पता चला शाम को, क्योंकि मैं ऑफिस में था और उस टाइम आई डोंट पिकअप कॉल्स यूजुअली दोस्तों के। तो मैं घर आया हूँ, मैं खाना खा रहा था, मैंने एलन को मतलब उसका मिस्ड कॉल आ रखा था, मैंने उसको कॉल बैक किया, मैंने बोला भाई क्या हो गया, व्हाई वर यू कॉलिंग मी सो मेनी टाइम्स। तो उसने बोला कि भाई ऐसे साहिल के साथ ये हो गया। मैंने बोला भाई मजाक मत कर, ठीक है, पर उसने फिर मेरे को थोड़ा पुश किया कि हाँ भाई सीरियस है। मैंने उसको बोला भाई मैं तेरे को बता दूंगा अगर झूठ हुआ ये तो मैं गया हूँ वहाँ पे और मैंने एक्सीडेंट का सिनेरियो देखा है। तब मतलब सब कुछ साफ हो गया था, क्योंकि मैं बहुत लेट पहुंचा था, 12 बजे की बात है और मैं 6 बजे गया था वहाँ पे, पर दोस्त सारे वहीं पे थे मेरे। और जो मैंने वहाँ पे देखा कि जो रोड की कंक्रीट होती है ना, इट वाज लाइक मतलब पील्ड ऑफ ग्राउंड से, इतना बड़ा कोलिजन था और इतनी स्पीड में गाड़ी थी कि हाँ R15 के तो 2 टुकड़े हो ही गए उसी टाइम पे गाड़ी से लगते ही। और सबसे बड़ी बात तो ये कि जो गाड़ी के अंदर बंदा है ना उसको एक खरोच तक नहीं है, और उसने 2 जिंदगियां बर्बाद कर दी। हाँ 2 लोग थे। अब जैसा कि उसने बताया FIR में जो लिखा हुआ है वो उसकी बहन थी। अब रेस्ट वी डोंट नो कि थी कौन एक्चुअली।
All right, that's how sad the state of affairs there for the family. A mother actually who lost her 23-year-old son raised single-handedly to a freak mishap, and that because a juvenile was at the wheel and speeding, did not have license. Republic, in fact, has accessed the birth certificate of Delhi's killer minor driver. Birth certificate of killer juvenile driver shows he's 17 years old. A juvenile delinquent shielded behind the system. Now, remember, you get a license, driving license at 16, but you remain juvenile till 18. And that's why he got away so lightly. He was given bail by the Juvenile Justice Board on the grounds that he had to face class 10 exams, which means he is 17, but he has not done his class 10 still. Shambhavi is joining us live for more on this. Shambhavi, you know, you have spent all day there with the situation emerging that this juvenile got away lightly because as law stands, he's juvenile till he's 18, though he seems to be 17 years old as per the birth certificate. What are you hearing from the police there, and what are you hearing from the legal team on behalf of Sahil that's working to get justice for Sahil and his mother?
Which was involved in this entire collision, and currently the police is making sure that all the mechanical investigation is being carried out on all those 3 vehicles. One is the Scorpio, the SUV that hit the bike on which Sahil was riding. Second one is the bike, and the third one is the cab, the stationary cab, because after the initial impact, the SUV, after hitting the bike, then collided in a cab, and the cab driver was also injured. And now we know that further investigations on a broader level is currently underway, where these mechanical, and we also showed our viewers the condition of all those 3 cars, which is currently stationary in Dwarka's police station, and there were several markings made, which was a part of their ongoing investigations. That is where the police is at, currently talking about how the mother, of course, grief-struck mother, whose only child, 23-year-old Sahil, she appealed to the justice system. She appealed to the system that she will not accept this offence to be categorized as a bailable offence, because we can see that not in just this case, in several other cases as well.
Right.
People have gotten out of the jail, out of the JGB board by just a few months or few years, and the same happened in this. You very rightly pointed out that he got his certificate at 16, or his driving license he could have gotten at 16 years of age. But you are a juvenile unless you are 18 years of age. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Shambhavi, with that update. And I believe with that, we slip in a short break.
An entire lobby wanted to stall this project, 80,000 crore worth Car Nicobar project, which has finally been given the green signal by the NGT. Tonight on This Is Exclusive, we do a deep dive and tell you why this is of strategic importance.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote.
Teen driving an SUV and then he attempts to make a reel recording his stunts. The cost is death of a 23-year-old. The mother is crying for help. We bring you the full story on 6 Stories at 6. We also get you what's on agenda as far as President Macron's visit to India is concerned, from defense to AI to trade. All that matters in this visit. We get you all that and much more on 6 Stories at 6 with me, Rakshita.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, सबका राजा और प्योर मसाला।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 वर्ल्ड कप जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है। खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। हमने एक बड़ा सोच समझ के हमने स्टैंड लिया है और इस हवाले से हमें बांग्लादेश के साथ पूरी तरह खड़े होना चाहिए।
That's what he said 8 days back. Now he's changed his line 8 days later. Now he's saying that the government of Pakistan is now directing the Pakistan national team to play, to take the field on February 15 for the scheduled fixture against India in the T20 World Cup. Now viewers, my point is, let the Pakistanis do what the hell they want to do, who cares? But what is the BCCI doing? What is the ICC doing? What is Rajiv Shukla doing? What is this paid executive Sanjog Gupta doing? Why are we allowing Pakistan to do the U-turn? We should have never given.
Well, let's begin with the breaking news development on the Air India front coming in, and we get to know from sources that Air India has made some changes at the top level of its management. Former Civil Aviation Secretary P.S. Kharola has been roped in as senior advisor, and the group Corpcom head has been moved out. In fact, Kharola was earlier CMD of Air India when the Air India was under the control of the Government of India. And the global head of Corpcom has been moved to a different role, basically damage control, firefighting mode for Air India as it faces back-to-back crisis on operational front. Harsha joins us live. Okay, pictures coming in of Prime Minister Modi and President Macron. They have just finished their delegation level talks. Okay, opening statements. Okay, not getting the audio, but these are opening statements being made. Remember, delegation level talks are going on. These are delayed pictures. The delegation talks started almost 45 minutes back, and these pictures are deferred pictures. These are opening remarks made by the two sides, the two leaders. Prime Minister is speaking. We'll get you the audio just in a bit. You have President Macron also speaking after that. These are as you can see in the pictures, full-fledged delegation talks happening in Mumbai. Mumbai's Lok Bhavan, in fact, between India and France. A complete review of the larger relationship, the strategic ties, the economic situation, the geo-economic situation, the FTAs. Remember, India is fresh out of trade agreement with the European Union, and it was called the mother of all deals, though subsequently an interim agreement has been signed with the United States also. But France, the second biggest trading partner within the EU, insofar as India is concerned, about $20 billion worth of annual trade, about $2 billion worth of FDI coming in from France, and the two sides discussing, deliberating to take it forward further, even as both the leaders have discussed and exchanged notes on the global situation, from Europe war to the Middle East and the West Asia conflict, and then the tariff wars going on, and of course the very specific aspect of the India-France defense relationship, a defense partnership which seems to be at the cusp of becoming stronger, with India close to deciding another tranche of Rafale purchases, the 4.5 generation fighter jet, which proved its case during the Operation Sindoor with its standoff weaponry, holding or pinning down the Pakistani Air Force hundreds of kilometers away. So those talks, opening comments just in a bit playing out. We'll get the audio, fix the audio, and get you the opening comments also. We're fixing the audio of the pictures that have come in of the delegation level talks in a bit, and coming up on the other side.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मम्मा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, राजा और प्योर मसाला।
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career? with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you.
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain one.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार, विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी every day.
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 वर्ल्ड कप जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है। खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। हमने एक बड़ा सोच समझ के हमने स्टैंड लिया है और इस हवाले से हमें बांग्लादेश के साथ पूरी तरह खड़े होना चाहिए।
That's what he said 8 days back. Now he's changed his line 8 days later. Now he's saying that the government of Pakistan is now directing the Pakistan national team to play, to take the field on February 15th for the scheduled fixture against India in the T20 World Cup. Now viewers, my point is, let the Pakistanis do what the hell they want to do, who cares? But what is the BCCI doing? What is the ICC doing? What is Rajiv Shukla doing? What is this paid executive Sanjog Gupta doing? Why are we allowing Pakistan to do the U-turn? We should have never given them a long rope. We should have caught them and said, no, you said you're not playing, now you don't play. We should have embarrassed them. We should have made life hell for them. We should have reined in the Pakistanis. But no, you see in our country, some people are so desperate, like Rajiv Shukla, so desperate to play cricket with Pakistan. Why, Rajiv Shukla, do you want to play cricket with Pakistan? You have no history of cricket. But Rajiv Shukla says, we agree with the ICC. We cannot comment on what the ICC is doing. And then he says, ICC, BCCI has nothing to do with what Shehbaz Sharif is saying. Well, let me tell you, the ICC has given in to Pakistan. And I feel bad, this fellow, Sanjog Gupta, who is the ICC CEO, earlier was a TV executive.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
President Macron of France meets Prime Minister Modi in Mumbai's Lok Bhavan, hold bilateral talks, joint statement soon. After Indore, water contamination cases reported in Haryana's Palwal, over 22 killed, health emergency declared as per reports.
Not only me, everybody will be one after another, everybody will be sidelined. All the Congress family now suffering in a mental infighting.
Former Congress President Bhupen Bora joins Arnab Goswami for an exclusive interview on the situation in Assam. 23-year-old Sahil Dhaneshra run over by minor brat in Delhi's Dwarka, accused shot reels in car moments before accident.
मैम, मैं ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकती। सिस्टम ये कह के नहीं भाग सकता कि ये बेलेबल ऑफेंस है। ये सिस्टम इस चीज से नहीं बच सकता। आपकी बार नहीं, आज तक जो होता है मुझे नहीं पता। मेरे को ये बाप बेटे अंदर चाहिए।
Sahil's mother fights for justice for son, says rich man's reels, stunts and SUV killed her son. Unlicensed minor accused kills one but granted bail by Juvenile Justice Board citing Class 10 board exams. All right, we are going back to the pictures coming in from Mumbai, the Lok Bhavan of Mumbai, in fact, where delegation level talks are going on between India and France. President Macron, along with his delegation, he has traveled with a big one, and Prime Minister Modi with his delegation, which includes both the Foreign Minister Jaishankar and the NSA Doval. These pictures are coming in from there. The delegation level talks have been going on for almost an hour now, but opening comments, if we have the audio now, can we go to the audio? If we have the audio. All right, so we don't have the audio yet, but opening comments, the pictures of the opening comments during the delegation level talks came in a while back. It should be, the talk should be ending anytime now, and then we would have the joint statement from both the sides. Press statements rather from both the sides. As it happens with the two leaders speaking, the plan was 5 p.m. It's exactly 5 and 5:03 now, and the talks perhaps might go on for another 10-15 minutes, and then we would have the joint statement coming in where all eyes, not just of New Delhi and Paris, but around the world on the two leaders as to whether they are going to announce that mega deal on Rafales. Would India announce at this moment purchase of the third tranche of Rafale fighter jets, the 4.5 generation fighter jets that France builds, the Dassault Aviation, the French company builds, and India has already purchased them twice, and Indian Air Force has 36 of them. Indian Navy is going to get 26 of them, and now this also shows that post-Operation Sindoor, India has the confidence in Rafales as the backbone of IAF's post-Op Sindoor war plans. And we have seen, for example, okay, now I think we have the audio. Can we go to the audio? Okay, these are pictures in the split screen from earlier in the morning. French President Emmanuel Macron paid his tributes and homage to the martyrs of the 26/11 terror attack in Mumbai at the Gateway of India. These are pictures from that occasion at around 11 a.m. in the morning, along with the First Lady of France, Brigitte Macron, and paying respects with a minute of silence there. There were some French nationals also. And before that, in fact, Macron had taken a run across around the Queen's Necklace, or the Marine Drive as it is called in Mumbai, Churchgate to Marine Drive. French president took a run also in the morning like he does. He did that in Beijing, he did that in Mumbai today, Beijing last month, of course. And whether Rafale is going to be announced or not is the question on everybody's mind. We are going to be joined soon by strategic affairs expert Madhav Nalapat. Professor Nalapat is going to give us insights into whether that announcement is to happen or not. Even if a final deal announcement is not happening, even if intent is shown, because remember, the Defense Acquisition Council has cleared the acceptance of necessity process, and which means that now the Ministry of Defense or its relevant committees can go into the details of the deal and start the negotiations with the French side. The understanding is that 114 Rafales would be bought this time. This is the biggest aircraft deal in recent memory, perhaps last 3 decades, that India is signing. And of the 114, okay, Rajnath Singh speaking in Bengaluru, not Mumbai. Let's cut to that. Rajnath Singh on
Tata Advanced Systems Limited and Airbus Helicopters as we enter a new phase in our long-standing partnership with France. Our collaboration with France is limitless, where even sky is not a limit to our mutually beneficial partnership. Friends, India and France have been trusted strategic partners. I would like to extend my profound thanks to Airbus France and particularly to the French Defense Minister. I now invite Her Excellency Minister Catherine Vautrin to deliver her remarks. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad.
Okay, so that was Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, and he was at a ceremony in Karnataka along with French Defense Minister, and they are jointly inaugurating Airbus aircraft facility, a helicopter facility where the Airbus Tata consortium would be manufacturing what is called the AH-125 single-engine aircraft, helicopters rather, and that's another high point of this ongoing visit of the French side. President Macron closeted with Prime Minister Modi in delegation-level talks in Mumbai, and the French Defense Minister there, along with Rajnath Singh, inaugurating Airbus helicopter facility in Karnataka. Okay, again, let's go back to Bengaluru, Karnataka. Kolar.
With what has already been achieved with the C-295 program in India. Dear Minister, these achievements show the depth of the India-France strategic partnership. It demonstrates how France's technological capability and India's industrial strength can come together to boost India's Make in India program in aerospace and defense. This project, India's very first private sector helicopter assembly line, it's a concrete expression of trust, shared priorities, and a forward-looking and ambitious relationship. Dear Bruno, congratulations for the Airbus vision. I welcome Airbus' decision to invest early in India's helicopter market and to partner with a company of Tata standing. The project will reinforce India's capabilities while also generating long-term opportunities for French industry. While this facility will assemble the civil variant of the H-125 helicopter, it's also equipped to assemble its military variants, which stands out for its performance, reliability, and operational versatility. As you know, dual use and manufacturing is key. India's armed forces, they serve the very best and latest technology for safeguard the nation. And I want you to know that France stands fully committed to meeting these requirements. Our countries are long-standing partners. Our economic and industrial cooperation has reinforced resilience on both sides and brought our societies closer. The partnership between Airbus and Tata reflects this level of maturity and mutual confidence. As a market leader, supported by the French government, Airbus Helicopters has much to bring to India. This final assembly line is not only a major industrial milestone, it's a new step in the shared journey between France and India in aerospace and defense. It illustrates what our partnership can achieve when it combines trust, ambition, and innovation. Together, we are building capabilities, strengthening sovereignty, and preparing the future. That's our common vision. France is really proud to stand alongside India, and we look forward to deepening even further this strategic friendship in years to come. Thank you.
I'd like to request Ms. Catherine to please remain back on.
Okay, we have Mr. Aryan Bhaskar, geopolitical affairs expert, joining us over the phone, I believe, for more on this. That was Catherine Vautrin, the defense minister of France, participating in the event where India and France have together inaugurated a facility in the private sector made up of Tata Advanced Systems Limited and Airbus of France, of Europe, coming together and setting up that helicopter facility, the final assembly line of which was inaugurated in that event. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh spoke earlier, Mr. Bhaskar, but these pictures tell a story, which is that while President Trump is busy hectoring the world on tariffs, India and France are quietly working at taking their defense partnership to the next level, really.
Are you asking for my comments?
Yes, Mr. Bhaskar, the question is to you. My question is that while America is hectoring the world on tariffs, India and France are working quietly to strengthen their defense and aerospace partnership.
Absolutely. In fact, it's going to be very interesting to see how exactly India is going to work with the US with its $500 billion demand. Because if you're going to tie up with Airbus, we will not need that many Boeings. And secondly, if you're going to go into the France defense technology, we need less of US defense technology. Finally, it must be said that US defense technology has not worked very well in both theaters of war, the European war, Ukraine, as well as the Israel war, where they've been trounced by Iranian and Chinese technologies.
All right, and you think, are you getting a sense that the Rafale deal might get announced, or at least some movement might happen, that the two sides might agree that, okay, fine, let's move forward and start final leg of negotiations?
I think they will start a final leg of negotiations. I only wish India could have insisted on actual technology transfer instead of just assemblies. Hitherto, all purchases from France has been a semi-knockdown kits or actual import of planes. Technology transfer has not taken place the way it takes place between Russia and India.
Yeah, so but it's still a halfway house because the Americans don't give anything and it comes with a kill switch that they can decide when to stop your weapons from firing. The French at least are giving you something, some transfer of technology. Even with CKDs, it comes with about 30-40% of technology transfer.
Yes, I agree with you. Some technology transfer does take place, but it is not real technology transfer. The basic source codes, the basic knowledge is not transferred to India.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Bhaskar, for that perspective. Nice conversation, short and sweet conversation there on the possibilities that India and France are working on together in the defense and aerospace sector, with the two defense ministers just a while back inaugurating a helicopter manufacturing facility in Kolar of Karnataka. We'll come back to it when the two leaders come out and make that joint statement, but coming out of that story for a bit, moving to Assam, another major breakaway is staring the Congress party. Major churn underway in Assam ahead of polls. A minority legislators from the Congress and AIUDF are all set to join the Assam Gana Parishad. Congress legislators Siddiq Ahmed, AIUDF legislators Karimuddin Barbhoya and Nizamuddin Chaudhary all set to join the AGP. The AGP is an ally of the NDA. The three leaders have significant hold in the Barak Valley. Can we go to Anirudh for more on this? That's an interesting development because remember, just next month possibly elections would be announced in Assam along with other states, 4 other states, which includes Tamil Nadu and Kerala and West Bengal and Puducherry. And Assam is a key state where the BJP, as an incumbent, is hoping to come back under the leadership of Himanta Biswa Sarma, and we saw how Congress lost its president just yesterday with its leader resigning from the party. Anirudh is joining us over the phone. For more on this, it seems like both the Congress and the AIUDF are seeing a churn, and both in some ways the Muslim-dependent, Muslim vote-dependent parties, AIUDF out and out a Muslim vote-dependent party, and the Congress depending quite some on the vote bank, and both seeing attrition of legislators from the community. That's something which should worry the Congress and the AIUDF. In fact, AIUDF chief Badruddin Ajmal had lost his own election in 2024 in Assam, and that gives you an idea of the kind of churn that's really happening in Assam politics. Anirudh joining us live in a bit from now, and to help us understand what this really means. Assam, looking at elections, 126 assembly seats, of which about 1/3 where the Muslim vote bank is significant or makes a difference. Anirudh joins us live. Anirudh, these names that come out, the Congress legislator Siddiq Ahmed, AIUDF legislators Karimuddin Barbhuyan and Nizamuddin Chaudhry, what impact are they going to have if they move to the AGP, which is an ally of the BJP NDA?
Yes, Abhishek, definitely this is going to be a major breakaway as far as the Congress party and the AIUDF is concerned. Already Congress's former president of the Congress party, Bhupen Bora, has resigned. And after Bhupen Bora today, another photo has emerged where Siddiq Ahmed, another tall minority leader of the Congress party, was seen having a meeting with AGPs Atul Bora and Kekhob Mohanta, and what we are getting to know that Siddiq Ahmed, who is currently under suspension in the Congress party, is all set to join the Assam Gana Parishad, the AGP, which is an ally, one of the, in fact, oldest ally of the NDA here in the Northeast. And apart from Siddiq Ahmed, another two prominent leaders of the AIUDF, led by Badruddin Ajmal, who has a mass appeal if we talk about their respective constituencies, be it in Karimganj district of Assam. They are also all set to join the Assam Gana Parishad, and in fact Karimuddin Barbhuyan joining the AGP will be a very big dent on the AIUDF, because he is also the General Secretary of the AIUDF. Abhishek.
Right. Thank you so much, Anirudh, for joining us with those details on the churn in Congress and AIUDF insofar as their minority vote bank politics is concerned. All right. We come back to the story under focus all day, which is the hit and kill case from Dwarka of Delhi. Another life lost, what many are calling sheer negligence. Now, this is, in fact, a similar case coming in from Kerala. In Thoddupuza, in Idukki district, a 27-year-old man fell into an unbarricaded pit dug for a roadside culvert and never came home. He was supposed to fly abroad the next morning. Today, as his family mourns, the larger question grows louder. How many more deaths will it take for authorities to act?
A deadly fall, a life cut short. 27-year-old Chase Benny was riding home near Muthalakoda in Thiruvananthapuram on Monday night when his bike plunged into an open pit dug for culvert construction. No barricades, no warning signs. Chase, who had been working in Malta, was scheduled to return the next morning. Instead, he was rushed to a private hospital where the doctors declared him dead. Anger is mounting because this is not an isolated tragedy. It was just yesterday that in Noida, a 4-year-old boy drowned in an open temple pond. And just days earlier, again in Noida, tech professional Yuvraj Mehta lost his life when his car plunged into a water-filled pit. Then it was a 25-year-old Kamal Dhyani who died after falling into a 15-foot deep pit dug by the Delhi Jal Board on Joginder Singh Marg. And in Rohini's Sector 32, 32-year-old labourer Birju Kumar fell into an uncovered manhole, never to return home. Open pits, uncovered drains. From Kerala to the national capital, the pattern is chilling, and the questions are only mounting. Who is responsible, and how many more must pay the price?
Teen driving an SUV, and then he attempts to make a reel recording his stunts. The cost is death of a 23-year-old. The mother is crying for help. We bring you the full story on 6 Stories at 6. We also get you what's on agenda as far as defense to AI to trade. All that matters in this visit. We get you all that and much more on 6 Stories at 6 with me, Rakshita.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला केसरिया से मन
A strategic partnership with more than 20 agreements and outcomes in diverse areas of cooperation is straddling defense, economy, digital transformation, skilling and health. The year 2026 also marks the India-France Year of Innovation. We will begin the event with the witnessing the virtual inauguration of the H-125 helicopter final assembly line at Vemagal in Karnataka, which has been set up by Tata Advanced Systems in partnership with Airbus. Defense Minister Shri Rajnath Singh and Her Excellency Ms. Catherine Vautron, the Minister for Armed Forces of France, are present at the venue. We begin with a screening of a short video in this regard.
जब फ्रांस की टेक्नोलॉजी और भारत का टैलेंट मिलेगा तो सिर्फ बिजनेस लैंडस्केप ही नहीं ग्लोबल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा
I now request Prime Minister Modi and President Macron to virtually inaugurate this H-125 helicopter final assembly line by jointly pressing the button. We will now have live visuals from the site in Karnataka. This concludes the inauguration ceremony of the H125 final assembly line facility. I would request the two leaders to return to their respective podiums. I would like to inform that Prime Minister Modi will be addressing the media in Hindi. Members of the audience may use the audio device provided to them to listen to the translation in French language. I now request the spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs to conduct the rest of the proceedings.
Namaskar, good evening. Your Excellency, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, President of the French Republic, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, Honorable Ministers, members of both delegations, distinguished guests, and friends from the media. We will now have the press statements. May I request Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, to give his remarks to the media.
Your Excellency, my dear friend, President Macron, दोनों देशों के डेलीगेट्स, मीडिया के साथियों, नमस्कार। bonjour। मेरे प्रिय मित्र प्रेसिडेंट मैक्रो का मुंबई में स्वागत करते हुए मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है। पिछले वर्ष उन्होंने मुझे फ्रांस में आयोजित AI एक्शन समिट के लिए बुलाया था। उस समय हमने मार्सेई की यात्रा की, जो फ्रांस का सबसे बड़ा पोर्ट और फ्रांस और पूरे यूरोप का एक प्रमुख गेटवे भी है। मार्सेई वही शहर है जहां से पहले विश्व युद्ध में हमारे भारतीय सैनिक ने यूरोप में अपने कदम रखे। उनकी बहादुरी की गाथा यूरोप के कई भागों में आज भी याद की जाती है। और यह वही शहर है जहां स्वतंत्रता सेनानी वीर सावरकर ने अंग्रेजों की पकड़ से निकलने के लिए समुद्र में छलांग लगाई थी। उनका यह कदम भारत की आजादी के लिए उनके अटूट संकल्प का प्रतीक था। मुझे पिछले वर्ष मार्सेई में उनको याद करने का और उन्हें नमन करने का अवसर मिला था। इस बार जब प्रेसिडेंट मैक्रो भारत में AI इम्पैक्ट समिट के लिए आए हैं, तो हमारा सौभाग्य है कि हम उनका स्वागत भारत के गेटवे यानी मुंबई में कर रहे हैं। फ्रेंड्स, भारत और फ्रांस के संबंध बहुत ही विशेष है। फ्रांस भारत के सबसे पुराने स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनर्स में से एक है और प्रेसिडेंट मैक्रो के साथ मिलकर हमने इस स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप को अभूतपूर्व गहराई और ऊर्जा दी है। इस विश्वास और साझा विजन के आधार पर आज हम अपने संबंधों को स्पेशल ग्लोबल स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप के रूप में स्थापित कर रहे हैं। यह पार्टनरशिप केवल स्ट्रेटेजिक नहीं है। आज के उथल पुथल से भरे युग में यह ग्लोबल स्टेबिलिटी और ग्लोबल प्रोग्रेस की पार्टनरशिप है। फ्रेंड्स, आज भारत में हेलीकॉप्टर असेंबली लाइन का उद्घाटन इस गहरे विश्वास का एक और उज्जवल उदाहरण है। हमें गर्व है कि भारत और फ्रांस मिलकर माउंट एवरेस्ट की ऊंचाइयों तक उड़ान भरने वाला विश्व का एकमात्र हेलीकॉप्टर भारत में बनाएंगे और ये पूरे विश्व को एक्सपोर्ट भी करेंगे। यानी इंडिया फ्रांस पार्टनरशिप knows no boundaries. It can reach from deep oceans to the tallest mountain. Friends, वर्ष 2026 भारत और यूरोप के संबंधों में एक टर्निंग पॉइंट है। कुछ ही दिन पहले हमने यूरोपियन यूनियन के साथ भारत के इतिहास का सबसे बड़ा और महत्वाकांक्षी फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट किया। यह फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट भारत और फ्रांस संबंधों में भी अभूतपूर्व गति लाएगा। आपसी निवेश को बढ़ावा देने के लिए आज हम एग्रीमेंट कर रहे हैं जिससे हमारे लोगों और हमारी कंपनीज को डबल टैक्स न देना पड़े। इन सभी पहलों से आपसी ट्रेड, इन्वेस्टमेंट और मोबिलिटी को नई ऊर्जा मिलेगी और यही शेयर्ड प्रॉस्पेरिटी का रोड मैप है। फ्रेंड्स, इंडिया फ्रांस ईयर ऑफ इनोवेशन के लॉन्च से अब हम अपनी स्ट्रेटेजिक साझेदारी को पार्टनरशिप ऑफ द पीपल बनाने जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि इनोवेशन आइसोलेशन में नहीं, कोलैबोरेशन से होता है। इसलिए इंडिया फ्रांस ईयर ऑफ इनोवेशन में हमारा लक्ष्य लोगों के बीच संपर्क को मजबूत करने का है। डिफेंस हो या क्लीन एनर्जी, स्पेस हो या इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजीज, हर क्षेत्र में हम अपनी इंडस्ट्री और इनोवेटर्स को कनेक्ट करेंगे। स्टार्टअप्स और एमएसएमईज के बीच मजबूत नेटवर्क बनाएंगे। हमारे स्टूडेंट्स और रिसर्चर्स के आदान प्रदान को और सुगम बनवाएंगे और इसके साथ साथ जॉइंट इनोवेशन के नए सेंटर भी तैयार करेंगे। फ्रेंड्स, आज हम क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी और एडवांस मटेरियल्स में अपना सहयोग और प्रबल कर रहे हैं। हम इंडो फ्रेंच सेंटर फॉर एआई इन हेल्थ, इंडो फ्रेंच सेंटर फॉर डिजिटल साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी और नेशनल सेंटर ऑफ अलायंस फॉर स्किलिंग इन एरोनॉटिक्स लॉन्च करने जा रहे हैं। और यह मात्र इंस्टीट्यूशंस नहीं है, ये फ्यूचर बिल्डिंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स है। फ्रेंड्स, आज दुनिया अनसर्टेनिटी के दौर से गुजर रही है। ऐसे माहौल में इंडिया फ्रांस पार्टनरशिप एक फोर्स फॉर ग्लोबल स्टेबिलिटी है। हम फ्रांस की एक्सपर्टाइज और इंडिया के स्केल को जोड़ रहे हैं। हम ट्रस्टेड टेक्नोलॉजीज विकसित कर रहे हैं। हम इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस, इंडिया मिडिल ईस्ट यूरोप इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर यानी आईमैक और ज्वाइंट डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट के माध्यम से ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट सुनिश्चित करेंगे और मल्टीलेटरलिज्म, डायलॉग और डिप्लोमेसी से स्थिरता और समृद्धि के प्रयासों को बल देते रहेंगे। फ्रेंड, भारत और फ्रांस दोनों लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों, रूल ऑफ लॉ और मल्टीपोलर वर्ल्ड में विश्वास रखते हैं। हम एक मत है कि ग्लोबल इंस्टीट्यूशन के रिफॉर्म से ही ग्लोबल चैलेंजेस का समाधान निकलेगा। यूक्रेन, पश्चिमी एशिया या फिर इंडो पैसिफिक, हम हर क्षेत्र में शांति के सभी प्रयासों का समर्थन करते रहेंगे। आतंकवाद के हर रूप और स्वरूप को जड़ से मिटाना हमारी साझी प्रतिबद्धता है। फ्रेंड्स, भारत और फ्रांस दोनों ही प्राचीन और समृद्ध सभ्यताएं हैं। हम अपने कल्चरल और पीपल टू पीपल टाइज को बहुत महत्व देते हैं। हमें बहुत खुशी है कि युगे युगीन भारत म्यूजियम में हमारा सहयोग रहा है और अब लोथल के नेशनल मैरीटाइम हेरिटेज कॉम्प्लेक्स में भी हम फ्रांस के साथ सहयोग करने जा रहे हैं। भारतीय संस्कृति को फ्रांस के लोगों के और समीप पहुंचाने हम जल्द ही फ्रांस में स्वामी विवेकानंद कल्चरल सेंटर खोलने जा रहे हैं। योर एक्सेलेंसी, भारत फ्रांस पार्टनरशिप के प्रति आपकी गहरी प्रतिबद्धता रही है। मुझे विशेष खुशी है कि आज हम मिलकर अपने संबंधों के एक नए अध्याय का शुभारंभ कर रहे हैं। आइए हम मिलकर वैश्विक स्थिरता और समृद्धि के लिए काम करें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मेसी बको।
Thank you, sir. May I now request His Excellency, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, President of the French Republic, to give his remarks to the media.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Premier ministre. Cher Narendra Modi, Mesdames, Messieurs les ministres, les ambassadeurs, Mesdames et Messieurs les journalistes. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Premier ministre, pour votre accueil chaleureux à l'occasion de ma 4e visite officielle en Inde et 1 an après
भारत के मेरे चौथे आधिकारिक दौरे पर आपकी गर्मजोशी भरे स्वागत के लिए
l'intelligence artificielle et
और ये मैं AI के समिट के लिए और भारत और जो आपने कहा हम जब आप पिछले साल फ्रांस में आए थे और जब हम मार्सेई गए थे और जो आपने मार्सेई के बारे में बात की वहाँ पर हमने एक भारतीय काउंसुलेट का भी उद्घाटन किया था। भारत और फ्रांस के बीच के द्विपक्षीय जो संबंध है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा अभूतपूर्व है और सबसे अलग है। जैसे कि हमारी आज की बातचीत हुई थी और जो हम आगे भी करते रहेंगे आज पूरे दिन में, जो ये रिश्ते हैं जो ये संबंध है उनमें भरोसा है, खुलापन है, महत्वाकांक्षा है और हमने ये भी आज निर्णय लिया है कि हम इस साझेदारी को एक विशेष स्ट्रेटेजिक साझेदारी में बदलेंगे और इसका एक नया दर्जा देंगे। ये इसमें कोई शक नहीं है क्योंकि हमें पूरी तरह से इस रिश्ते में हम भरोसा रखते हैं और पिछले 8 सालों से हम यही कर रहे हैं और हर एक साल हम अलग अलग चीज़ों पर काम करके हमने एक नए रास्ते कई नए रास्ते चुने हैं, जैसे कि तीसरा रास्ता जो हिंद प्रशांत क्षेत्र का हो या फिर तकनीक का हो या फिर और जिसमें हम ऐसा रास्ता है जिसमें कोई भी हेजेमनी ना हो और हम पूरी तरह से कानून में रूल ऑफ लॉ में विश्वास करते हैं और कुछ पिछले सालों में हमने ये दिखाया है, दर्शाया है, चाहे वो आईमेक हो जो जिसको हमने मिलकर हमने जिसका हमने शुरुआत करी थी और जिसके लिए हमने एक सेक्रेटेरिएट भी खोला है और फिर हम अगर हम आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की बात करें, चाहे हम इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस की बात करें, इन पिछले 8 सालों में हमने कई पहल एक साथ उठाए हैं। और अगर मैं द्विपक्षीय रिश्तों पर फिर से आऊं तो हमारे जो महत्वाकांक्षी रिश्ते हैं उसके लिए हमने नए उद्देश्य तय किए हैं। हमने अपने SMEs और स्टार्टअप्स के लिए भी नए उद्देश्य रखे हैं। फ्रांस जो है वो चाहता है कि वह भारत का एक विश्वसनीय साझेदार हो ताकि हमारे जो उद्योग हैं वो एक अद्वितीय सहयोग प्रदान कर सके। अगर हाँ, जैसा कि हमने चाहे राफाल हो, चाहे सबमरीन्स हो, चाहे वो ये जो हेलीकॉप्टर्स के लिए जो फाइनल असेंबली लाइन जो टाटा एडवांस्ड कंपनी जो है वो मिलकर फ्रांस के साथ कर रही है, या फिर जो 5th जनरेशन के का जो फाइटर जेट्स हैं उनके लिए जो इंजन है उनकी नई सोच, उनके लिए ऐसे कई जो क्षेत्र है जहाँ पर हम मिलकर भारत के साथ काम कर रहे हैं रहे हैं, जहाँ पर हम टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर में विश्वास करते हैं, और जैसा कि आपने चाहा है हमने वैसा ही करने का प्रयास किया है। और हम दोनों ही जो है जो रणनीतिक स्वायत्ता है उसमें विश्वास करते हैं। आपने रक्षा क्षेत्र की भी बात करी, मैंने भी उसके बारे में कहा, लेकिन कई ऐसे और भी ऐसे और क्षेत्र हैं जिसमें हमारी जो सोच है वो साझा सोच है, चाहे वो अंतरिक्ष का क्षेत्र क्यों ना हो। और इस क्षेत्र में कई सालों से हमारा जो रिश्ते हैं वो बेहतरीन हुए हैं, वो आगे बहुत मजबूत हुए हैं। और इसीलिए जुलाई में जो फ्रांस में एक शिखर सम्मेलन का हम आयोजन करने जा रहे हैं अंतरिक्ष क्षेत्र में, उसमें हमने भारत को भी निमंत्रण दिया है। और चाहे वो सिविल न्यूक्लियर का क्षेत्र हो, उसमें भी चाहे जाता पर हो, चाहे SME हो, हमने इन सभी परियोजनाओं में भारत का समर्थन करने का निर्णय लिया है। और हम एक कॉमन रोड मैप के लिए भी हम काम कर रहे हैं, ताकि अगर जो वैश्विक जो चुनौतियां उनका सामने करने के लिए, ताकि हम एक रास्ता निकालें विश्व के लिए जो हेजेमनी से काफी अलग हो। अगर एरोनॉटिक का क्षेत्र ये भी एक अहम क्षेत्र है, और जो हम हाई स्पीड रेल नेटवर्क की बात करते हैं वो भी एक क्षेत्र है जिसमें हम एक भरोसेमंद साझेदार के रूप में उभर रहे हैं। अभी जो हाल में ही हमने प्रधानमंत्री जी के साथ जो बातचीत करी है वो काफी महत्वाकांक्षी है, और वो नए उद्देश्यों को लेकर साथ आई है। और क्योंकि हम जो चाहते हैं वो हमारे रिश्तों में महत्वाकांक्षा और भी आगे बढ़े। हम चाहते हैं कि बेहतरीन टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर हो, और भी ज़्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर हो। और इस भारत के प्रधानमंत्री के साथ हम आज जो है वो आज जो हम इनोवेशन ईयर का जो उद्घाटन करने जा रहे हैं, हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे जो निवेशक हों, चाहे वो हमारे स्टार्टअप्स हों, चाहे हमारी कंपनियां हों, वो R&D सेंटर्स हों या और सेंटर्स हों, मिलकर काम करें। ये पूरी तरह से हमारी जो सोच के अनुरूप है, जो और जिन पर हमारे जो मंत्रीगण हैं उन्होंने अपनी बैठकों में जिन पर बातचीत करी है। अगर आपने जो एक स्वास्थ्य के क्षेत्र में AI की जो बात करी है, हम कल मैं एम्स अस्पताल में इसका उद्घाटन करूंगा, और ताकि हम जो ये नवाचार है या इनोवेशन है, ये हमारी जो संबंध है उसके केंद्र में हो, हम हमारी अर्थव्यवस्थाओं की वृद्धि के केंद्र में हो। नवाचार, इनोवेशन जो किसी भी तकनीक के केंद्र में हो, और जो हमारे 2047 के जो हमारे हॉराइजन रोड मैप है उसके भी पूरी तरह से अनुरूप है। वो पूरी तरह से हमारे जो उद्देश्य है उनको परिभाषित करता है, और जो हमारे लिए महत्वपूर्ण है। चाहे आपने शोध की बात करी, टेक्नोलॉजी की बात करी, हमारे विद्यार्थियों के आदान प्रदान की बात करी है। कल दिल्ली में मैं कई उच्च स्तरीय जो हमारे विश्वविद्यालयों और वैज्ञानिकों के बीच में जो एक बैठक होने जा रही है रश के अंतर्गत, उसमें मैं भाग लूंगा। मेरे ख्याल से पिछले कुछ साल में शायद हमारी जो व्यापार है या हमारे जो संबंध है वो बहुत तेज़ी से आगे नहीं बढ़ पाए, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि धीरे धीरे ये हमारे जो संबंध है बहुत तेज़ी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। और हम चाहते हैं, और हमने कई ऐसे क्षेत्रों को हमने जो है उनको हमने आइडेंटिफाई करा है कि उन क्षेत्रों को हमें तेज़ी लानी चाहिए, ताकि ये जो संबंध है और भी बेहतरीन और भी आगे जाएं। इसमें हम ट्रांजिट वीज़ा की भी हमने बात करी है जो फ्रांस में के लिए लेना पड़ता है, और हम इस पर अध्ययन करेंगे कि कैसे इसको हटाया जा सकता है। कल मैं एक फ्रेंच इंस्टीट्यूट में नए जो सांस्कृतिक मध्यस्थ हैं उनसे भी बातचीत करूंगा, कल्चरल मीडिएटर से बातचीत करूंगा, क्योंकि फ्रांस और भारत दो ऐसे देश हैं जिनको विश्व को बहुत कुछ देने के लिए है। आज जो हम गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया पे जिस तरीके से हम रोशनी करेंगे और जहाँ वहाँ पे जो हमने कार्यक्रम का आयोजन किया है वो भी इसी के वो भी दर्शाता है कि कितना हमारे देशों के बीच में संबंध जो है वो नज़दीकी है। और हम इस जो एंटरटेनमेंट इंडस्ट्री, क्रिएटिव इंडस्ट्री में भी हमने ये कहा है कि हमें को प्रोडक्शन करने चाहिए, और ये एक हमने नया एक महत्वाकांक्षा, नया उद्देश्य अपने इस अपनी क्रिएटिव इंडस्ट्रीज को दिया है, क्योंकि हमारी जो सोच है वो बिल्कुल एक जैसी है, चाहे वो सोच भारत के लिए हो या पूरे क्षेत्र के लिए हो या हिंद प्रशांत क्षेत्र के लिए हो, चाहे वो व्यापार के लिए क्यों ना हो, हमारी सोच जो है वो उसमें बहुत तालमेल है। हम पूरी तरह से खुले और व्यापार पर विश्वास करते हैं, इसीलिए यूरोपियन यूनियन और भारत के बीच में जो FTA हुआ है उसका हम स्वागत करते हैं, और इसमें हम चाहेंगे कि वो जल्द से जल्द आगे बढ़े। और हमारी सोच जो है वो बहुपक्षवाद पर भी पूरी तरह से तालमेल रखती है। कल मैं आपके साथ होऊंगा, और पिछले साल प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी फ्रांस में थे। हम पूरी तरह से वैश्विक प्रतिस्पर्धा में एक साथ मिलकर आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, और मुझे लगता है कि हम ऐसे मॉडल दुनिया को दे सकते हैं कैसे एक दूसरे के साथ काम किया जाता है। और इस संबंध में मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि हम दोनों चाहते हैं कि हम ऐसे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का निर्माण हो जो एक दूसरे का सम्मान करे, जो लोगों का सम्मान करे, जो भूपक्षवाद का सम्मान करे, और जो अलग अलग भाषाएं हैं उनका सम्मान करे, क्योंकि हमारा विश्व जो है वो विविध है, उसमें बड़ी अलग अलग तरह के लोग, अलग अलग चीजें होती हैं, लोगों की संस्कृति अलग है, और हम चाहेंगे कि जो एल्गोरिदम्स हों वो पारदर्शी हों, वो ट्रांसपेरेंट हो, खुले हों। और ये भूपक्षवाद एक ऐसा भूपक्षवाद है जिसका हम इस्तेमाल बड़े बड़े जो संघर्ष है विश्व में उसका समाधान करने में भी इस्तेमाल करना चाहते हैं, जो पूरी तरह से संयुक्त राष्ट्र चार्टर के अनुरूप हो। हम चाहते हैं कि हम अपने जो प्रयास हैं वो एक साथ लाकर कि जो यूक्रेन में जो लोगों के ऊपर या सिविल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है उन पर जो हमले हो रहे हैं उनके लिए मिलकर हम काम करें ताकि उनको रोका जा सके। और हम चाहते हैं कि हम आतंकवाद के खिलाफ भी अपनी लड़ाई को बनाए रखें, और हम सभी जो आतंकवादी समूह हैं उनको हम नकारते हैं। और इस साल, इस 2026 की अगर हम बात करें तो ये जो वर्ष है ये हमारे संबंधों में और तेजी लाने वाला संबंध है। आप ब्रिक्स की अध्यक्षता कर रहे हैं, हम फ्रांस जो है वो G7 की अध्यक्षता कर रहा है, और इसीलिए मैंने इसी संदर्भ में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी को G7 शिखर सम्मेलन में आमंत्रित किया है। और इसी भावना को ध्यान में रखते हुए हम इस G7 के समिट से पहले हम कुछ बैठकें करना चाहते हैं जो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मुद्दों पर होगा, और जो हमारे G7 के जो उद्देश्य है, एजेंडा है, वो असमानताओं को कम करने का होगा, ताकि हम मिलकर एक द्विपक्षीय बैठकें कर भी इस शिखर सम्मेलन से पहले, तो ताकि हम अपने जो एक ऐसी बैठक भी उसके अंतर्गत करेंगे जिसमें भारत के जो युवा हैं और फ्रांस के युवा हैं, वैज्ञानिक हैं, भारत के वैज्ञानिक हैं, और G7 देशों के जो युवा और वैज्ञानिक हैं वो मिलकर नवाचार में जो उन्होंने काम किया है उसको परिणाम हमारे सामने रखें। ये मैं कहूँगा वो बिल्कुल पूरी तरह से जो प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने कहा है उसका पूरक है कि हम कैसे अपने संबंधों को बेहतरीन करना चाहते हैं, उसको में वृद्धि लाना चाहते हैं। हमारी जो साझेदारी है वो स्थिर है और वो पूरी तरह से सबके सामने है, जो लोगों के लिए है और जिसके परिणाम जो हैं वो बहुत बेहतरीन रह चुके हैं, लेकिन इसको हम और भी बढ़िया करना चाहते हैं, खासतौर पर चाहे व्यापार हो या कई ऐसे और क्षेत्र हों जिसमें मुझे लगता है कि हम मिलकर विश्व को बहुत कुछ दे सकते हैं। हम बड़े बड़े कनेक्टिविटी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो या टेक्नोलॉजी हो, उसमें हम बहुत ठोस परिणाम इसमें ला सकते हैं। और इन बातों पर, इन चीज़ों पर हमने प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के साथ बातचीत भी करी है, और क्योंकि हम दोनों इस समय दो बड़े संगठनों की अध्यक्षता कर रहे हैं इस साल, तो हम इसमें भी हम तालमेल ला सकते हैं, हम अपनी सोच में कन्वर्जेंस ला सकते हैं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the close of this session. Thank you for your presence.
The joint statement of Prime Minister Modi and Macron, some big statements that have been made by both sides, with the Prime Minister saying that this is a relationship, a partnership of the people, and highlighting the fact that this is not going to be a partnership in isolation. Some big announcements that have already been made by India with regards to launch of the H-125 chopper assembly line. French President Emmanuel Macron also essentially highlighting that the relationship between both the countries have only strengthened over a period of time.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला। MDH
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
I am absolutely fed up, like you are, I'm sure, with the U-turns of the BCCI and the ICC and cricket politics. And I feel bad, like every citizen of India does, that these people, because they want to make some money over cricket, are ready to compromise the nation. Terrible. Pakistan has taken another magnificent U-turn in its decision to not play, not play, keep changing its mind, ladies and gentlemen. First they say they stand with Bangladesh, then they said we stand with them so much that we don't participate in the World Cup. Then they put Shehbaz Sharif in front, and he said we've taken a clear decision not to play cricket with India because we are backing Bangladesh. Listen to what Shehbaz Sharif said.
T20 वर्ल्ड कप जो है उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह स्टैंड लिया है कि हम हिंदुस्तान के ख़िलाफ़ जो मैच है वो हम नहीं खेलेंगे, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान ने कहा कि ये खेल का मैदान है, ये सियासत नहीं है। खेल के मैदान में सियासत बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए। हमने एक बड़ा सोच समझ के हमने स्टैंड लिया है, और इस हवाले से हमें बांग्लादेश के साथ पूरी तरह खड़े होना चाहिए।
That's what he said 8 days back. Now he's changed his line 8 days later. Now he's saying that the government of Pakistan is now directing the Pakistan national team to play, to take the field on February 15th for the scheduled fixture against India in the T20 World Cup. Now viewers, my point is, let the Pakistanis do what the hell they want to do, who cares? But what is the BCCI doing? What is the ICC doing? What is Rajiv Shukla doing? What is this paid executive Sanjog Gupta doing? Why are we allowing Pakistan to do the U-turn? We should have never given them a long rope. We should have caught them and said, no, you said you're not playing, now you don't play. We should have embarrassed them. We should have made life hell for them. We should have reined in the Pakistanis. But no, you see, in our country, some people are so desperate, like Rajiv Shukla, so desperate to play cricket with Pakistan. Why, Rajiv Shukla, do you want to play cricket with Pakistan? You have no history of cricket. But Rajiv Shukla says, we agree with the ICC. We cannot comment on what the ICC is doing. And then he says, ICC, BCCI has nothing to do with what Shehbaz Sharif is saying. Well, let me tell you, the ICC has given in to Pakistan. And I feel bad, this fellow, Sanjog Gupta, who is the ICC CEO, earlier was a TV executive. Central government or state governments, everyone needs to understand that development is not a statistic. They must not think that just because they pay a lot of money in subsidy, poor people will accept anything that is done to them. The government of Madhya Pradesh announced budgetary allocations a few days ago, and its largest allocation is healthcare. These are all women who have been sterilized in a 2-minute operation, lying on the ground. You know why? Because they are poor women. These are women from a tribal, economically vulnerable region, which doesn't matter enough for the administration to pay attention. Tribal culture, tribal tradition, tribal history is not something to be showcased in 1 lakh crores for the Ministry of Health. I'm asking you to join me, show me your support. We'll be taller and stronger if you raise your voice.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरी डे।
Himanta Biswa Sarma, good evening.
Good evening.
And everyone across the country has watched your press conference yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you see, now that you've done the press conference, you've made some very, very damning allegations against Gaurav Gogoi.
Yes.
Are you doing it? First question, let's have it out of the way. Are you doing this because you're facing a huge test in your political career with the Assam elections coming up, and he's the person Rahul Gandhi is putting up against you?
Arnab, you know Assam. Even I produce a picture of Asim Munir and Gaurav Gogoi. Congress is not going to lose a single vote because whomever the vote, the section of people who vote for Gaurav Gogoi or Rahul Gandhi in Assam, in any case they will vote only Congress. From that press conference, neither I will gain 1 vote, neither I will lose 1 vote.
But you have said some amazing things.
Yes.
You said that you think that Gaurav Gogoi visited Pakistan on an invitation from the ISI. You have said he has gone there for specific training, and some specific training was given to him in Pakistan.
Arnab,
these are national security allegations.